Welcome everybody to Table Stories, the Nameless Ones. Hello, welcome to the show. It's been a while. We had a week where we had to catch up here. How's it going? Welcome back.
It's been too long.
It's been a long time.
I can't remember what was happening other than that I am underneath a desk and I had a really important plan that I've forgotten.
Sounds about right.
Stuff had happened. Is anyone
Happens
else's
every
roll
time.
20 not working properly? Is it just my...
Yeah, roll 20's kind of shit in the
You better
bed.
go catch it then.
Yeah, roll 20's shit in the bed right now. Hopefully it'll start working soon. But yeah, welcome back everybody. Welcome back. Hi. How's it going?
Hi.
How's your week's been?
I've been good.
Cool
warm
and great.
and then role play, so bad and then good. Pretty much.
Yeah, it's been so hot here.
You should get an AC or whatever. And stick
Oh.
it in your
Don't-
window.
What is
And
that?
then buy one
Never-
for every room.
What is that?
Because you're made
Air
of money. Just
AC?
a fucking money bag.
DC?
The
there.
only clothing I'm wearing right now is like what you can see and then a couple inches below just in case. Like I've got
gotta do
this
the just in
t-shirt tucked
case.
under my man boobs, so my midriff's getting cooled, and then I'll let you imagine everything else. There's a fan
It's
directly.
basically a tube top. It's basically
Yeah.
a
And
tube top.
I'm turned on.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the show. This is the Nameless Ones. We do dark fantasy stuff here, using the What's Old is New RPG, specifically OLD as the setting, and we are it's a pretty nasty place. We got demons, we got all kinds of weird creatures and things in this world.
Spiky boy.
Yeah, and
What was the spiky boy called?
what did I end up calling him?
Yeah.
Like the actual creature name? I
Yeah,
called
yeah.
him. I just called him. Oh God, I don't even remember. I have to load up the Tablestory Patreon creature features to find out.
What is that, Whack, and where can people find it?
Well, Bradley, thank you for asking. The Tablestory Patreon is a place where our wonderful followers and viewers can go to pick up wonderful rewards. They can head there and get stuff like character sheets, battle maps, cannibalized campaigns, as well as ridiculously long character backstories like Fairlight Excalibur's 18-page character sheet. That is not a joke. That is an actual thing.
What are the creature features?
Well, the creature features happen to be custom creatures that we've created for various campaigns and things.
Can you give me an example?
I can give you an example. Why don't you tell them about your crazy creatures that you made? What were they called?
No, I want the spiky boy.
You want the spiky
That's
boy
what I'm
one?
angling for. That's all I want. I don't care if you got a Patreon.
You got
Just give me
nothing.
the fucking name.
You got
I'm gonna go
nothing.
f-
You
I'm
don't
gonna-
like it.
Guess it's like a quill demon or something it's called.
No, I'm giving you nothing. You'll like it.
Wax Stevens, spiny
It's-
kid.
It's the spiked. It's called the
Copyright.
spiked hybrid demon. That's what I've.
Did you put spiky boy in brackets?
No, I didn't.
You need
Where
to.
is your sense of fun?
Yeah,
Like,
when you
what
guys get your
happened to
own
you?
copy,
What-
you put Spiky
You
Boy
want to know
in
what
there.
happened to me, Brad? You want to know?
No.
Ridiculous amounts of work. That's what happened to me. It ground me into a fine paste, and all that's left is
Was a legit name, not the spiky boy. Well, I made some fun ones. I have a frost goblin that can throw snowballs at people and
A
stun them.
Froblin?
A froblin.
the Froblin. That's a way better
Um,
name than what Brad
Yeah,
came up with.
well, I didn't have it beforehand to write it on there. Okay, otherwise I definitely would have done because I'm fun.
Or a battle penguin. That's also
And a battle
creature.
penguin. Do you know why I made the battle penguin? I did a one-shot to raise money so that Peachy could buy a computer once upon a time. And Makwanis was in it as, I think, a water Ganassi, because she only plays Ganassi, right? And she had a penguin as a pet or something. And she was like, I need it to have stats. So I was like, well, because I don't like it when animals die, I'm gonna beef it up. So I created a battle penguin, which is one of the things that you can get on our Patreon.
I'm surprised we haven't had one of our mods spam the living shit out of it yet. I'll do your
think
job
Noodle
for
tried,
you,
and
mods. There you go.
I think Noodle tried, and then the bot said
Oh,
no.
come
Let's see if
on.
that
The
says
bot's,
no.
the bot's down.
Look, it's just detected us as online. Right there.
This is
This
all
is going,
This is all Kujio's fault. This is all Kujio's fault.
Fujio.
Yay!
Hooray!
Tablestory is a functioning company? Friendship group.
Friendship.
Functioning friendship group. I don't know if we can legally call it a company.
Speaking of friendship, why don't? Well, I guess we can just start with Brad. Brad, why don't you introduce yourself and your character for the show?
Hello everyone, my name's Brad Woto, and today I will be playing Cracule, who is a small, stoic, demon-kin imp interrogator who is obsessed with finding information and currently hiding underneath a table. I believe the reason I was hiding under a table is to announce that I am the hero that the world has been waiting for, a dark knight. Because someone told me to do a mission that was really specific, and I tried to remember for 2 weeks, but it's been so long that I've forgotten everything, and I'm gonna fuck it up.
I'm pretty sure that you were hiding from Galdrick.
No, I ran away from them. We were being friends, and they went back and went to get Mum, and I ran under a table because I wanted to. I need to announce.
Oh, we're going to the feast, right?
Going to the feast.
Yeah, we're on our way to the feast.
Okay.
But
you played a prank on Galdrick.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told him it
I
was
told
for
him it's
me.
for you. Yeah. Yeah.
But Wish already ruined that. Because
Thanks,
Wish hasn't got Wish doesn't have a sense of fun either. She came in and ruined my. Actually, I'm sure if she would have been in on the plan. But the woman, what was her name? Fuck. Christ,
Vidania?
see,
You
this is
mean
what I'm saying.
Vidania?
Vidania gave me a mission, which is to go and steal the text from Lord Southcomb's home. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is to accept a mission that I think Demetrius is going to shout out or he's going to mention it at some point, and then I'm supposed to step forward and just accept it on the behalf of our group, and then go and do this thing, and then also somehow convince them to go all the way up to fucking Denarath. Is that right? And then in Denarath, steal this fucking thing. So I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do all this stuff. but I had a plan. I had a fucking foolproof plan, and I don't remember it. So my character is Cracule, and he is gonna fuck up Wack's entire campaign today, because of me, the person role-playing him, and not because of Cracule, because he is a stand-up member of society with a 7 int, an 8 lodge, and a 9 mag. 9 mag is like the guns in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're like
Isn't that
casters
right?
from what was that one anime? I can't remember.
I don't watch
it.
anime, Wack, okay?
Yeah, you do. Shut
Okay.
up. Shut up,
Jesus
my
fucking
hero.
Christ.
Shut up, My Hero Academia. All right.
It's called Boku no Hero Academia, okay?
Boku no Hero Academia.
Yeah? I bet you don't even know what that stands for, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
speak
what I thought.
Japanese, Brad.
That's what I thought, yeah? Yeah, well, you watch
Yeah,
the
it means
dub.
My Hero
You
Academia.
watch the dub. You watch the dub, you loser.
Oh no.
Pathetic.
Come on, that's too far, Brad.
Brad
Embarrassed.
only watches the dubs. I told
I
him
only
about the
watch the
movie, and he's like, I only watch the dubs. You think I got time for reading?
I can't read, Wack. Don't be mean. I didn't go to school. I just told you this before we started. There were no schools in Glasgow when I was brought up there as a young lady.
Elf will not be joining us today. She is returning from the convention that she went to, and we'll see how Trista's involved in the mission today. But next up is Venelus. Hi, Venelus. How are you?
Hi.
How was
Hi,
your
I'm-
special lunch?
It's delicious. I was gonna
What'd you get?
fire up and do a little like morning stream, but I was like, you know what? I want some chilies, so I got some fajitas because I've been talking about fajitas for like 3 days. So it was delicious. It was delicious.
What's a fajita?
I'll be playing Galdric Metalbane today. I'm a dwarf man at arms. I get hit in the head a lot, and Cracule stands on my shoulder and like a parrot, acting like a parrot. I have a feeling I'm going to get in trouble this session because we ended last session with me calling Zacodicus's character a bitch, and she's kind of the mom of the group. So I have a feeling she's not going to be too very pleased with me, and I'm very excited and terrified to see where this session goes.
We'll find out.
I have faith.
We'll
Yeah.
find
Is
out.
Zacodicus stopped, or is he? Oh my God, he was just pulling that same.
No, he
face.
just
You can't
doesn't
do
blink.
that.
Zacodicus
When we
doesn't
know-
blink.
Well, yeah, it's fine if someone else does it. It would be normal, but your camera doesn't work sometimes. So I feel like I have to warn you if you do that. You can't do that. Stop. Freak. I bet you watch the dub, loser.
Fuck it.
Wish.
Hi.
You're super quiet.
Yeah, I was okay. So I was super quiet for the past couple minutes because I was just taking in this cute little thing. I'm linking it in our chat, and I'm linking it in the regular chat. I was just
Anyway.
sitting here like, oh my god, look at my cute little cat. Like just sit there. Like, what are you doing,
See, the
Mom?
real question is, what she's done for anyone watching the VOD is she's linked a picture of a stream deck with a cat behind it. And although I do agree the cat is adorable, why haven't you got pictures on your stream deck? What the hell is that?
I'm lazy, okay?
Come on, man. You should see
Come
my
on.
stream deck. I've got all these pictures of raccoons and shit
And
on it.
me.
Brad doesn't use any of them.
And I don't use it. I don't even use it. I just have it because it looks so fucking. Stream decks look awesome, but they're useless
Thank you
to
for
me.
permitting me. There. That's the cat, like a little kitty cat. It's a big cat.
I
It's
expect to
like-
see. I expect to see an updated version of your stream deck with little pictures.
tomorrow.
each
Yeah,
thing.
sure. I
All
got
right.
you, man. I got
Tweet
you.
it. Tweet it. Tag me in it. I'm just.
Sorry.
No one will understand why if they don't watch this.
Yeah, so I also sorry, I was quiet about the cat and I was eating lunch, but I'm here. Rosalina, we last left Rosalina and she's talking to Mom, and Mom is like, I think I'm about to peace out. And that's where we left Rosalina at after she didn't want to meme with Cracule. And you guys forgot that you guys asked to go make a special baby Bjorn for Cracule. I feel like that's important. That's a big part of the story.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever.
Well, I got thrust upon me a fucking important mission,
yeah.
and I've forgotten for the meantime that I still want to go and buy a load of stuff. I mean, it isn't even daytime. I don't think we had a daytime.
There's no shops here
We didn't.
either.
I haven't done my particular shopping.
It's
yet.
daytime now. You guys rested.
Yeah, but I mean, I haven't gone shopping yet, and I intend to because I still want to get. I want to find somebody to craft me a fucking.
The baby
Mech.
Bjorn.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're gonna be like Hammond. But yeah, Rosaline is the sex demon with hypnotizing boobies. You guys know and love her. Yeah. That's it. Yes.
Zacodicus.
Hey everybody, I'm Sgodicus. I play Glinda Broadleaf, who's a small folk cleric, and also
A
You know,
bitch. Sorry.
she's a bitch.
Oh, didn't say it. Oh.
Everyone forgets that she's young, and she is, and she's a warrior and everything, and she has like a real drive to do something, and this goal, and it's very noble, and it's based on her faith and everything, and other people don't share that, and she may have a hard time understanding it and all the rest of it, and it's led to a severe conflict of conscience, and that's kind of where we left it last time. She was thinking about leaving and maybe
Conflicted.
trying to find somewhere else or something, or not.
We
or
broke her, is what Zacodicus is
hearts,
trying to say.
definitely broke her
We have
heart.
broken a character to the point where she will leave. I wish I could play characters that had levels of depth like that.
I mean, nobody's stopping you, Brad. Like, nobody's actually stopping you.
There is
from
one
doing-
person stopping me.
Emma.
This guy, Emma. If you don't play the comedy sidekick. Why am I doing the Wax Steven Does Me voice for Emma? If you don't play the comedy sidekick, no, side character, comedy side character. Me and Beneless high five. Nunu, Battle Master Nunu or whatever he's called. All day, every day.
Why the fuck am I letting you turn me into a walking turret? It's just, I don't know.
I'm paying him is the answer.
Yeah, so thank you guys. And why don't we get started here? I'm Wax Steven. I'm the GM of Doom. I will be dragging these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today. And we'll see what happens, because they might have a pretty big deal on the horizon here. Yes, when we last left the characters, they had a bit of a chance to rest, I guess, in the ruins of Osgudal, the sort of resistance headquarters, a group of people that are obviously opposed to living like slaves and trying to fight against the demons that rule this world. And after returning, well, they've had a sort of difficult time with things because they want a bit of recompense for all of their efforts, and at best, they've gotten a few trinkets and things. Crackul's gotten some good shit.
What?
Crackul's gotten himself.
I purposefully omitted that from my catch-up.
Yeah, purposefully. Definitely did not forget. 100%.
Oh no, I remember toys. I remember getting toys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
The only notes I made were Roost South, Lady Marshwood, Garrison Commander in Denarath, Defector to train the Resistance, which I think isn't the truth, but was what she told me. Lord Southcomb's home, steel text, magical gold brooch, octagonal ruby in the center. So, yeah, I take notes, guys. Remember, if you're playing in a campaign, always take notes.
Brad gets a gold star.
Notes. Yeah, I just can't remember the very fucking specific shit around it.
I have Demon Flathead Ezerog.
Flathead's in the chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, when we last left off, there was a feast being held in the group's honor for securing a trade route for some supplies that were badly needed for the Resistance. And they were pretty much all headed there, except for Glenda, who didn't feel so enthusiastic about the way that things have been going down. And she hasn't been feeling great. And when we left off, we had a bit of a confrontation between Galdrick and Glenda, and Rosalina and Crackule kind of watched, I guess, and tried to try to persuade Glenda to join them and maybe take a load off and just try to relax a little bit. Didn't go well. Didn't go well.
Come on, Mo. Just come relax a little. Okay.
As Galdrick had a pretty serious confrontation with Glenda and told her off and headed out. Rosalina and Crackule tried to screw with Galdrick a little bit as, I don't know, maybe a bit of a prank, a bit of retaliation for the comments he made towards Glenda. I don't know. But Galdrick marched off. While Rosalina was speaking with Glenda, Glenda expressed an interest in leaving. And that's where we're going to start today's session.
It's treason, then.
It is treason then.
That's the spinny noise he makes, and he does that weird fucking 690 twist through the air. I like Star Trek, okay, guys? Don't judge me.
It was subtle but nice, Brad.
So,
Yeah,
how do we proceed? Glenda's just told you this, Rosalina.
Are you out your fucking mind?
Maybe I don't know.
Okay, you don't know, so you're not leaving. Why? What is what? Why is this happening? Why do you want to leave?
Do you want to come in?
Okay, but remember you put up a thing. I
Yes,
could
yes,
not.
yes. It's just come on in. It's fine.
Okay, don't want to. Okay.
Take a tentative step forward, probing the area.
Okay. All right.
Hey.
What's wrong?
And close the door behind you, and you can see those things like partially packed and then look like they've been partially unpacked and repacked and unpacked again. It's probably the messiest you've seen my place. What do you think about the Toros, Rosie?
What do you mean? What do I think about them? I think they are bad. I don't know.
I would agree they're pretty bad. Would you say they're selfish?
Yes, there is many people hurting and they don't give a shit.
Would you say they're only out for themselves?
Yes.
What about Galdrick?
What you mean? What about Galdrick?
Do you think he's selfish and only out for himself?
Yes, of course.
Then he's basically a toll.
No, there is difference.
I don't see a difference, Rosie.
There is big difference. He okay, first off, Toll has money and they're not as hungry as
Galdrick has money now.
Okay, you got the point. No, I think Galdrick means well. He just has habit of putting foot in mouth.
Rosie, I don't know what to do.
Well, we cannot make you stay. There is plenty of things that I wish I knew spells for to lock you in place. In fact, I think I might know a few to make the ground keep you where you're supposed to be. But if you're what do you call it, a heart? If your heart says different, then it might be time for you to go.
I mean, what am I going to accomplish if I leave? This is the best place for me. I just thought I would find more people like me. You know, people who were willing to sacrifice for others, not be out for themselves, you know.
Well, here is thing, Glinda. Not everyone is as noble as you. Okay, like we have all had hard lives. There is so many things I wish I could tell you about my past and why I am here. Maybe another time. Don't have all day. You understand? But we've all seen some shit and been through shit, and not everyone escapes like you. Do you understand? Not everyone can be as brave. Plus, you're young as hell. You have not experienced half the shit that we have, and so therefore, you
I
look
think
at
I've
us like what?
experienced quite a lot, Rosie.
Well, you look at us like we're assholes, but we tell you that we've been through enough, and we've been through a lot, which is why we are the way we are. And maybe one day, you know what? I hope you don't end up like us.
Don't you want to stop it so no one else has to go through those things? What about you want to have children? Do you want them to be born into this world, or?
Oh, me? No. Do you understand that I love just giving love away? I love not having ties. No.
Right, but what about everyone else's children? What about the children who are here?
They're
Do you want them
loud
to
and they
suffer all those things?
Well, that's why we went on mission, right? We saved the children. We did that. We already saved them.
I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why Galdrick came in the mission. Or Krakel. Was it just for the gold? Was that it? I don't think it was to help people. I don't... I've prayed about it and... Well, I think... If I can't change their minds, then I can't change anyone, so I guess I have to stay and try, but...
Glinda, question. What's so wrong if it's not for helping people? What make it bad if it's just for money?
Because it's selfish, and it's what the Tolls do. And we hate the Tolls, but if we do that, we're no better than them.
I don't think that it is. I don't feel that it makes us selfish. It just makes us smart, all right? We do things to get money so we can feed ourselves. And who's to say that they're not going to help somebody with their money? They've already helped me
They
with their
tried to
money.
hide it. Even from us, I mean...
Maybe you should talk to them. Maybe I'm not helping. Maybe I'm just making things.
Talk to Goldrick. But Goldrick apparently thinks I'm a bitch, so...
Wait, he said that? Not that I was listening on the rooftop across the street?
He said it twice, Rosie.
Oh, what?
And all because I wouldn't do what he wanted. So all of a sudden I'm his enemy because I won't do what he wants. That sounds like a troll as well, don't you think?
Yes, okay, damn it. There is no saving him.
No, I think there is, but it's just hard work, and I don't know if I'm up for it. I can't be the only one here who wants to. Or maybe I am. I've got a lot of thinking to do, Rosie.
Okay, well, I leave go party. Do you want to join me? I think it might lift your spirits if you could just see how happy everyone is. that
Can we find a quiet table or something? At least.
Okay,
Start of
I
the way.
promise. Sure. Come on, don't get your things. Get your things that we need right
Yes.
now.
Let me just splash some water in my face.
Okay, I'll be waiting right outside.
Okay. Go over to my bucket and splash my face. My head out. Close the door. Okay, Rosie.
All right, let's go. Let's
Maybe
go.
you can talk to Goldrick. I think he likes you.
Well, he loves me, of course. Everyone loves me.
But maybe
But,
tell him not to be such a... Not to be so... selfish and hard-headed and... loudmouth and... you know, all the other stuff.
Okay, that is asking like for million gold crescents. It's not going to ever happen.
Well, will you work with me together on... at least trying?
Tame wild beast. Okay, I'll try.
Thank you, Rosie.
No problem. All right, I like you, and I don't like people. I don't like people.
I think you're a lot nicer than you give yourself credit for.
Don't say that. You are going to ruin my reputation. I don't need people to hear that. She like fixes her cloak over her head to make her look more ominous, but still, you know, sex demon like as they're walking to the party.
You're such a sweetheart, really.
You hike them up.
Hike him up, you know, do the flourish of the cape. You know, we got to do that. Have you seen Trista?
Oh, no. I don't. For the most part, I don't even try and find her. She just kind of shows up when she's needed somehow.
And I think that's our cue to flash to Krakuel, who has dived underneath one of the festival tables, only to find that Trist is underneath the table, and she's snoring away.
All right, crawl the fuck away from her then, because I've learned never to wake her up again. Can I crawl to the I'm gonna get out from under this table and run to the one opposite. and crawl
Yeah,
under
there's
that
not
one.
exactly a lot of stuff here. There's probably like 3 tables set up, maybe.
The furthest one from
yeah.
Trist.
Okay.
You think I'm gonna sit next to that psycho?
You scurry along the ground underneath. see people's feet sort of moving about as people start funneling into the area. Groups of people starting to, start talking, etc.
I would like to ready an action. When Demetrius, his brain lit. First of all, this is RP, Brad, and second of all, it's not D&D. Like, he wants to scream at me. I'm going to ready the action of when Demetrius mentions whatever it is that he's going to mention to do with the South Roost, or the Roost South, the Roost the South of Denmark. It was called the Roost, right?
Yeah, the Roost. That's where the they have
an outpost.
Yeah, they basically have messengers, like messenger pigeons and such that fly in there, as opposed to the base.
Yeah. And we're gonna. Well, he's mentioning something to do with that, and I'm gonna jump out then and begin my spiel about being the hero that defends the realms of men.
So yeah, they don't even. I mean, they've got some like rudimentary kind of like canvas tablecloths, I guess, that they've put down just to like hold like platters of food. It smells damn good. Like, it's not often that such things happen like this. This may be only like the second or third time that you guys have ever seen like a feast that's been laid out here in this place. They're generally very careful with the food and stuff that they've got set up. So yeah, you can smell probably the smell of stew, I think, kind of wafting in. I think that's one of the best things that they can make with what they've got. And maybe the smell of bread and such. You can hear people sort of congregating. Galdrick, were you heading to the feast? Yeah. So I think by now you just arrive. It's not that far. You sort of roll up, and you can see there's people that are just milling about and chit-chatting. A few people nod their heads.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way and see if there's anybody there I know. Probably looking for the little twig shit who told me the party was for him, and then Rosalina spilled the beans.
Sure, give me a perception check. Crackuel, give me a stealth check.
Can I have
Stealth
advantage
plus-
because I'm
There's
hiding?
no advantage, Brad. This is OLD.
You can use a
I'll
luck
ask
die.
for it. I know.
Whenever I'm doing 5e now, I'm like, can I add luck to this?
I don't have a luck die. Or do I have a luck die now?
Luck should have replenished. I don't know if you spent it since you slept. I don't think so.
It's possible, but I don't think so.
I mean, you did try to pull that prank on Galdrick, and I can't remember if you guys like blew all of your luck on that stupid prank.
It sounds like
He was
something.
going to.
Yeah.
I didn't. I haven't used anything of worth yet.
Yeah.
I still intend to read that book, so I think that was a lot.
Your luck, your health, and your magic should be replenished by now.
There it is.
An 8 from
Oh my
Crackuel.
God.
So maybe you see him scurry between tables, underneath the tables, just kind of like in the distance,
Trist.
across the. There's like across the way there. You just kind of see him scurry about. You guys have set up. Let me bring the map up here for chat. You guys have set up. The feast is basically set up right there in front of the storehouse. The easiest place to set it up, I guess, just to bring out supplies and whatnot, so they don't have to try and traverse this cavernous area. Yeah, you see Crackuel scurry between the tables underneath.
Okay. See him, and I'm just I'll make my way towards his general direction, then, I guess.
Yeah, Crackuel see these feet kind of clomp up in front of the table. Familiar jingling.
Do the thing where like I look underneath the table. So this party's for you, huh?
You're going to want to put that back down. I'm hiding. Shush. Shh.
Why are we hiding?
Don't wake up, Trist. Point to the next table over.
She's sleeping.
She's crazy.
You can't see her from where you are, Galdrick, but she's like underneath the next table. Maybe you hear like.
What are we doing?
You're going to go and mill about and eat your fill while you can. Enjoy the feast.
Yeah, there is actual food on these tables, Galdrick. You've been having a difficult time getting fed.
I'm finished with you. I'm finished with you. Go on. We're done. We've done our mission. Be gone.
I take it the ruins of Osgadal are not exactly a very cleanly place. Like
No. I mean, they're caverns. I mean, they probably have fucking guano or some shit like.
oh,
The
you
occasional
know what?
spot.
You're fine. You just enjoy yourself, dude. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna kind of like 180, and I'm gonna do like the like I'm drying my like I'm shoving my feet off on the to kick stuff up / get them off the bottom of my boot sort of thing, but I'm spraying like rocks and crap on them.
Okay.
And then I'm
Yeah, little pebbles assault you, Cracule, as
I
Galdrick
know
turns
what-
around.
I know what he's doing, and as I'm about to do something and spend all my luck die in MP, I sort of have a flash of Vidania's face, and I'm like, "Ugh." Bloody
So I
fool.
think Cracule's
Later.
hands just like it does like one of these kinds of things. The teeth start to like overflow with shadows, start pouring out of his mouth, and his eyes start to glaze over, and he's like,
And I just return to my position.
Glenda and Rosalina. I guess you guys head to the feast as well. You can see that there's a lot of people milling about. I think first you see probably Barbena. She's speaking to Vidania. You don't see Demetrius as of yet, but they're talking to each other. There's a few people chatting with them off to the side. And give me perception, both of you.
Perception.
A 9 from Glenda.
Haven't done this in a minute. There we go.
And a 14 from Rosalina. Yeah, so Rosalina, you can probably hear Barbena. She's not exactly quiet. Glenda, you can hear them talking, but you can't hear the topic that they're speaking of. But Rosalina, you can hear that Barbena's talking about, some place called the Roost. No one's checked on any messages as of yet. And that's kind of all you can hear. The rest of the feast party has kind of drowned out the rest of things. And there are some musicians here, people that have sort of rudimentary string instruments, playing as best they can with what they've got.
Oh my god, I want to fuck with them so bad. Same thing.
if there's any sort of like meats or proteins, I want to be over there just like eating a turkey leg. Like,
Oh, there's definitely no turkey. There's probably like a bat. Like I would say that the only meat that you guys get is like the occasional bat like that comes in here.
I want to be eating a rat whole then, just fur
Rat
and all.
on a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, a rat.
Look at it all.
Bats and rats basically is all you guys get in here.
Rosalina eyeballs them as they're talking about the roost. She doesn't exactly tell Glenda what they're doing. She just kind of like, Rosalina will remember that kind of thing. And
Get a little
Then she
message bubble that pops up above your head.
exactly. And then she starts scanning, looking for, her friends, but she doesn't see anybody. Linda, you see anyone? I see cute boy over there. Want to go talk to him.
It's a halfling, not a halfling, a small folk boy. He's sort of looks like he's with his father or something. His father looks to be chastising him a bit or something.
I don't. Can't we just get something and take a seat? Just eat.
I mean, I could go take something, go get something.
I mean, you do what you have to do, and then
It will make me feel better, probably.
well then it's. I mean, that's your business, Rosie. I don't.
No, I'm not going to leave you, even though I really want to. And she does the same thing like Cracule's been doing to shake off the urge to go, do her thing. All right. Oh, let's go get some food, shall we?
Sounds good. Can we avoid talking to Goldrick? I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, let's go. And then she like looks like they're making their way to the table, and she sees is Galdrick right beside the food table?
Yeah, Galdrick is sitting there. He's got like a. You can see he's got.
I can't see over people because I'm short, so like
Sure.
I'm not gonna spot him.
Yeah.
Nice. Perfect. Let's go. Come get some
Alright.
food.
I'm
And then-
hungry.
They make it to the table. She's flourishing. Oh, Galdrick, it was so nice to meet you. And Rosalina puts her arms like down and around Glinda's shoulder, like,
No, Rosie, don't.
have you met my friend? You might have called her a bitch.
I want my mouth to be like completely full and maybe a little crumbs fall out. Like, bloop.
There's a rat leg sticking out.
I believe you have something to say to her.
Do you want some of my rat?
No, Goldrick.
It's gold.
I'm also under the table, preparing to compel him to say something else.
I'll find my own food. Thank you.
You sure? Come on.
I just have this image of Cracula like doing his little wiggly walk like under the table, like pacing back and forth, like.
No, I'm reciting like Buddhist mantra, trying to fucking stay calm.
And with that, Rosalina kind of gives Glinda a little shove towards Galdrick.
Excuse me, I'll just
Food.
get some of this. I'd like to start just picking up pieces of food and putting them in my hand.
I kind of want to reach. Would I know her preferences at this point? Like what she does, like how far, like how long have we known each other, like years wise and stuff like that?
don't
Like
think
would
we've
I
known
know
each
that you
other
love
that long.
sprouts, for example?
No, but I've cooked for you a lot, so you probably know the stuff I cook for.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would try to keep. I would try to look at the table for anything that you would like. Something I know that maybe it's out of reach or out of sight because you know you're tiny. And,
Yeah.
I
Stuffed
would.
mushrooms are probably one of my favorites.
Okay. Is there anything like this on the table? I'm gonna reach for like some stuffed mushrooms and
Oh
just be
yeah.
like, "Hey mate, I know you like these."
Well, thank you. I'll take a couple.
You're welcome. Maybe you and I should have, just to talk later, smooth things out. I think maybe we both said some stuff that we didn't mean, I know I did at least. So, enjoy the party. I won't bother you.
Right,
You should
good.
say you're sorry. Not that I'm eavesdropping and getting food off.
Hey, stop listening in. All right. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Don't tell anybody I said that, or I'll pop you right in the mouth. Eat your mushrooms. I'm gonna like kind of huff off in a dwarven fashion.
You're a sly one, Rosie.
I have been told that before. She takes her little mushrooms and some rat and sits down at the table, not knowing that Crackle's under there. And maybe her feet accidentally kick Crackle.
I don't
Let
think
me-
there's any chairs set up. It's set up probably like a buffet, I think.
Oh.
But if you want to kick Cracula, I mean, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I want to kick him.
No,
So
I-
she's just
I-
shuffling her feet then, and then like they catch underneath the table. And she
maybe you
didn't
step on
realize
his tail.
Mm.
it. Well, that'll work.
Rosie, there's no seats. Wait, can you do that thing you do and can you make some seats?
The closest thing I can make is spikes with the.
Can you make them not spiky? Can you make
Mm,
just like a little rock stool at least?
I can.
You've got plenty of
try.
padding.
I can try. Maybe it's not. It's going to be hard. Let me think. I do believe I can do something.
Yeah, you can. You can go ahead and.
Transform.
absolutely.
No, that's not it.
Let's see. No,
Yeah, be
it's
a
transform. It's transform. Let's see. I just gotta read your cantrip here.
That's what I'm trying to.
Transform.
It lasts for a minute.
Change the color of an object or target other minor cosmetic changes for up to 1 minute. Yeah, you can't really make a chair unless you spend a little magic. If you want to spend some magic, you can do that.
No, I'll do that to make 2
You can take some
chairs.
time to do it to get your discount.
Yeah, exactly. You could go ahead and spend like like basically 12 seconds to make yourself a chair if you want to do that.
Yeah, I'll spend some time making a little chair to get us something to sit on for a few minutes at least while we're enjoying our rat mushroom.
Everyone around is kind of like, what is that? You just hear like, wow, what was that? Was that magic?
There we go.
Hey, did you do that?
Yes, I did.
That boy, the small folk boy that was getting chastised by his father, kind of like walks over and he says, wow, I've never seen magic before.
Yes, it's a gift, not everyone is talented. You could come and sit with us, and even though there's only 2 chairs.
Rosie.
What?
Oh, I don't want to bother you. Hi. My name's Hidley.
Hello, Hidley. Do you know that she knows magic too? Like trying to shove Glinda to her.
Oh, hi. Hi. I'm Hidley.
Hello, Hidley. I'm Glinda.
Aren't you guys precious? You're both tiny people.
Well, yes, small folk generally are. It's kind of in the name, Rosie.
I've seen you around.
Oh, have you seen her around?
I mean, I'm a guard. I'm a guard. I've seen you come in and out.
Mm.
So you've noticed my friend Glinda here, have you?
I mean, I've noticed, you guys leaving and stuff before.
Right. Well, it's nice talking to you, Hidley.
What the? Hold on a second. What's your name? What's your name one more time?
My name is Hidley.
Hidley, can you go get us something to drink? I am parched, and so is my friend here.
Oh, sure. I think there's some garlic water. Do you want some garlic water?
Yes, that'd be lovely. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be right back. Crackuel has made this canon, by the way.
Rosie, what are you doing?
What? I am just trying to find new enjoyment. I am best wing woman in
No, I don't.
all
I
of
don't,
the ruins of Oscadal.
I don't need any of that, Rosie.
What you mean? Yes, you do. Apparently, you're 2 teens. You know what to make
I'm
you
not. It's
better if you actually take this boy home with you.
Rosie. I think it's a good
here
thing
you go.
to be. Thank you, Hidley.
Thank you so much, Hidley.
Was that your father? So it is. Are you on duty? Maybe you should.
No, I'm not on duty.
Here, come here. Here, you can have my seat. And she I
I don't.
up and
I couldn't take your seat.
Yes.
It's rude to take a lady's seat, of course, Hidley. That's very nice of you.
You
Rosie,
can
sit
take
down.
my.
Are you
And
sure?
all of a sudden, she pulls back to show her
Oh
boot
no.
as she's about to do the hypnotize thing. She's about to do it. She's getting
Hold on.
tempted.
He needs to roll a Constitution saving throw. I mean, he's got to roll an endurance check here. Double ones. I shit you not. I shit you not. He kind of he drops the the ceramic cup on the ground. Oh.
I tend to do that a lot. Go ahead and have a seat here, and I am going to get up.
Well,
And she-
I should go and get some water now that Hidley's dropped it.
Hey,
Hidley, if you're not feeling well,
Linda.
you take a seat. Oh, yes.
Sit the F down, all right? Sit there, or I will
Okay.
make
No.
vines grow out of ground to keep you there. Don't.
I think you've made enough
If
of
it-
the scene already.
See,
Why doesn't anyone listen to me?
Rosalina gets up and starts walking away to leave her and the boy there.
I'm sorry for the mess.
That's all right.
So, this is nice, right?
I suppose so.
So how long have you lived here?
Oh, just a while. I am quite thirsty though. Do you think you could grab some water again?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I'll get you some more.
Thank you.
Sort of hops off the earth
Yeah,
stool.
I'll like wait for a few seconds, make sure he doesn't look back, and then I grab my food and I hop off, and I run the fuck off.
Okay.
I find somewhere that's out of line of sight. I like sit and I start nibbling on my stuff.
Okay. So, yeah.
Very red in the face.
Actually blushing over here. Like,
My face only red 'cause it's so fucking hot.
So, I think Demetrius joins the group here, and he says, "Everyone, excuse me, everyone, please. Thank you. If we could stop the music for just a moment, please."
I want to be like next to the guitar player. It takes a little bit too long, and I smack him. He said, "Shut the fuck up."
Okay. Yeah, he just kind of looks at you like, what the? Gives you a.
Demetrius joking.
Demetrius says, "Excuse me. It's good to see you all this evening. It's one of the few rare occasions where we can have ourselves a bit of a party. We've had some wonderful luck as of late, as several of our resistance have gone forth and secured us a trade route for some food. I'd like everyone to have a round of applause for some of our very own members."
Prestidigitation.
In what way? It just.
Sonic boom. And then I appear from under the table in a flourish. Darkness. And ink. And black. And then I'm just going to continually prestidigitate to create magical effects of like shadows and darkness and inky clouds, and I'm gonna appear from under the table like a demon.
Demetrius is saying, "Everyone, please put your hand." Whoa!
Yeah. And then, okay, who have I met in the world who has a cool voice? Who has a fucking cool voice? Have I met like a fucking big fucking, I don't know, fucking cool dude anywhere ever?
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
That's
well,
really
in
up to
his
you.
Voice, in his voice, I say, "You're welcome." As I appear from this darkness, the prestidigitation begins, and I shoot a look at the guys who play music. And I send them a message.
Are you trying to compel them?
Well, no. Well, yeah, I guess I am. I'm going to use message, which is a compulsion spell,
Okay.
to send them. To send who's the leader? The one that was punched?
Sure, why not?
I'm gonna send him a quick message that just says, "Play something cool."
So you send an emotion of like urgency to this guy, and give me a compel plus your magic. Now you have a certain special artifact that gives you a
Yeah.
plus 3d6.
It's
to
around
your
my
roll.
neck currently
Yeah.
because I want to look as cool as possible.
Yeah.
It's out of my bag.
I'm excited. I hope.
Oh, I didn't have the fucking 3d6.
Okay. It's a 9 on a 46. Oh, these ones are real.
It wouldn't be the nameless ones without ones.
A 16 on a 76. Jesus Christ.
What is he though? A little fucking wretched peasant commoner who barely plays the lute? Come on.
Yeah, it's enough. So he just kind of like looks at you and just kind of blinks for a second, and yeah, it's basically a he just kind of shakes his head for a hot second, and then you hear like the music start to pick up here, and you hear.
My baby don't mess around.
Yeah, you basically.
Hey.
All the other bards in the background. So I appear from underneath the thing, and in a cool voice, because I can do voice mimicry as an imp, and I'm causing all this like darkness to appear. And the bards pick up, and I walk out and say, "Yes, it was us. We saved you. We provided you with food."
During this, Rosalina's standing in the back, and she's like seeing him try to get this big fanfare. But can I do some magic now? Because I feel like I gotta trip him up since he's always tripping people up.
Yeah,
I was
he's
like-
come out with this flourish, and he's got like all this shadow-like smoke that's just kind of floating about him, swirling
All right.
around.
Can I do my inflict cantrip on him so he feels nauseated for
Sure.
up to 1 minute? And then can I go ahead and do transformation, which is change the color of the object or target for a minute? And I want to make him super sparkly, and like all his ink is like is turned into like pink puffs of smoke and shit.
Sure.
Like,
Do you have the secret of either humanoids or demons?
demon. So, well, yeah, that would be knowing sense of self, right? Because I'm
No.
both.
Nope.
Oh, it wouldn't work for him.
No.
I thought it was.
You need no. You can do that on yourself, but yourself is different than humanoids or demons.
Well, I thought that it still works for because I'm still.
You can do it
hurt.
to yourself. That's all.
Huh. Well then, damn.
You don't have humanoid or demon as a secret,
Nope.
or person, humanoid, demon.
I
wanna-
continue.
I want to be eating that chicken bone or that rat spine.
You can transform the earth. You can transform. There are plants on the table.
No.
Were it not for me and my disciples, you would all most certainly be dead. I continue. And I jump up onto a table, and I turn and I brandish my brand new dagger and say,
Butter knife.
a little butter knife, yeah. Failed were the beasts which tried to fell you. And then I create a prestidigitation explosion and then swipe it with my little dagger.
It's like a little
and-
mini explosion, like a little like.
And then I point the dagger at Goldrick and say, Goldrick the Great saved your life. And then I explode another one and point it at Rosalina. Rosalina the Witch saved your life. And then I do another one and point the dagger at Glenda. I don't know your real name because I say Mom. Probably
And Glenda's like
Glenda.
Glenda's like on the stoop for the storehouse, like gnawing on a fucking. There's like a.
Point. Yeah, I'm dragging her in. I
She's-
know she didn't want to be a part of it.
She's got like some food spilling down her face, and
I say, Glenda, the White Mage, saved us all. And then I glance at the table where Trist is and end that little thing, and I say, And on behalf of Osgudol, we will be taking on another mission, I say. And then I look to Demetrius and say, yes, we are not the heroes you asked for, but you are the hero. You are the heroes you deserve. I am Krakuel, the beast. And then I go, do a bow.
After he does the bow, I kind of want to like shout from. I assume I'm a fair amount of distance away because he had to shoot the thing. You know, you just want to hear from the distance. Shut the fuck up! And like, I throw the rat at him.
Give me an agility check. Give me an
I drop
agility
all of the
check.
prestidigitation and jump off the table and avoid
Give
the
me-
rat.
give me
like this.
Give me an agility check plus your. If you have throwing, you can add that, Galdrick.
What the hell? Throwing. This is gonna be so
Intuition or agility, you can give me.
bad. Intuition or agility? Oh, I'm going with intuition then. Because it's higher. No, cancel.
A 9. What's your melee defense, Krakuel? Or range defense?
My ranged defense.
Yeah, it's higher
is
than
a
a 9.
16, bitch. I fly upwards. Directly up. Like a bat.
Yeah, Rosalina, are you sure you don't want to fuck with Krakuel in some way? You can use the plants. You can use your secret of Earth to fuck with him. There's a few different things you can do here.
Is everyone clapping and enjoying this?
Wait, where is he at?
He's
right
just
now?
he's like jumped up on the table to have his little performance here.
I'm right next to Demetrius because I'm waiting for Demetrius to like hand us the key to the city or some shit.
He's just flying about like an idiot, flapping
Okay, I'm
around.
gonna do difficult terrain, and it's gonna be plants, and it's gonna so it makes a thick overgrowth. But the vines and stuff like just start pulling him down and sticking him in place, and then a vine neatly wraps around his mouth to get him to shut the.
You ain't that good at magic.
That's what it says. That's
Okay.
what it
Yeah,
says.
but
So-
you still gotta roll it.
Yeah, go ahead and yeah. So this one you will actually need to roll for because you're using this specifically against Krakuel.
Yeah, you're
So-
attacking.
Yeah, so you can give me a transform plus your
Okay.
magic.
Okay, transform.
And I think this will be versus Krakuel's, say, ranged defense. Oh, that's
Ooh,
not
that's
so
a-
great. Ouch.
I like dodge. I like dodge out of the way of the fucking rat, right? And I land, and then all these vines come after me, and I roll left, and then I come back up brandishing the dagger. Huzzah!
It's
Your
basically
hero
like
stands
it's basically
in-
like-
Enemy mech dodging the missiles.
it's
Yeah,
basically like carrot roots, basically, right? Like there's some carrots on the table, and like the roots have like started to expand out from a carrot, and
You should just cut him, Brad. Like that's what you could have done, Loki. You were like,
your butter
"Wow."
knife.
And he made me roll for that, and then crack.
I would 100% make him roll.
I roll out of the way of them and then stand and say, "Yes, just as we defeated the spiky boy demon and the bear snake demon, I avoid the vines and rats thrown at me by my enemies."
And are you concentrating on the spell for the send message?
No.
Okay. Yeah. All the people.
I just assume that they are fucking beguiled by me and in awe.
Oh hell no,
instantly.
they're done.
Yeah,
they're
no.
just kind of like they're looking at each other like what? What was that?
I
And
pocket,
everything's
I
gone
pocket
quiet,
the-
and everybody's just kind of staring at
pocket
you
the
right
knife
now.
and just stand like this next to Demetrius. Well then, Demetrius, what say you? Your heroes have arrived once again to protect Osgudol from the forces of evil. What would you like us to do next? I give him a nudge. Is Vidania here?
Vidania's definitely there, sort of staring. I think everyone's just kind of staring at you.
I give her an imperceptible.
I'm not. I'm staring at the palm of my hand like this.
I give Vidania an imperceptible nod.
I'm eating my fourth rat.
Flashy displays aside, please give your thanks to Glenda Broadleaf,
Rosalina, Goldrick Metalbane, Trist, and Krakiel.
Boom! I whip off the fucking the mask. Pff, another prestidigitation. The beast. I say. And just wait. I'm waiting for like a
One person
applause.
claps.
an applause. Yeah.
This drunk guy. He made some mushroom.
Yeah, there's
vodka
like
or something.
There's mushroom shine. Yeah, it's there's one guy that claps for you, Krakuel. Everyone else is just kind of sitting there dumbfounded, probably half chewed food in their mouth, slack jawed, staring.
Wow.
I still turn to Demetrius, wait for him to just lock us in for the next quest.
I don't really know what to make of that. That was quite the display.
Thank you.
Perhaps you
Continue
should
with
go
the
sit down
quest.
now. You're standing on my foot.
I bring the mask back down, and then disappear under the table again.
As I was saying,
I'm gonna crawl over near wherever Vidania is.
as I was saying, before I was interrupted, without their help, we would be in dire straits for food. So thank you very much to them. They have done us quite a service. And we have ourselves quite a difficult task ahead, but one that I believe is something that we can all group together to accomplish. I was going to ask for some volunteers to head to our message outpost, our roost, to the east and south of the mountains, to collect any messages. We haven't received messages or any information from the outpost for some time now, and it is it is a bit of an imperative, so I figured that I would ask for any help that anyone would be willing to offer to investigate the roost, to find out, if there have been any messages coming in from any of our scouts or any of our spies from Denarath or any of the surrounding areas. It is very important that we retrieve these messages. Would anybody be willing to head to the roost?
In Goldrick's voice, from somewhere within the crowd, I say, "Yes, I would be willing to. Goldrick Melbay." And then I scurry to another area and throw my voice as Rosalina's voice. "Yes, I will always be willing to help Osgudol. I, Rosalina, will save all of you." And then and then I'll appear from under the table again, revealing myself with the mask and another prestidigitation. "Of course, I, Krakuel the Beast, will lead my band of merry men and Rosalina to save us once more." And I step up again. I walk to the center of the area where I was, and nodding at people as if
I
they're
raise my
clapping.
hand from my step.
Ah, Glenda, excellent. Thank you for all of your support.
Goldrick has shoved an entire rat in his mouth, it's just hanging out, there's little paws hanging out. See some whiskers.
I did not say that I would. I did not say that. That was not me.
I don't understand.
Yes, we all heard you, Rosalina, the witch.
What do you mean? I don't want to go. I want to stay here.
Coward. Craven. The people of Osgudal need your help. Prestidigitation.
Yeah.
I'm
What?
tempted to turn I'm attempting to turn the crowd against her.
What about Tris? She probably don't want to go either.
Oh, it's because she's sleeping right now.
Yes, Trist. Who cares about Trist?
Well,
Don't try
I
and
can't.
shift. Don't try and shift this craven, yellow-bellied attitude away from Trist. I point the butter knife at Rosalina. Coward! You would let these people starve and die? In their
I say
beds at
love to
night?
Rosie.
Yes, I
tug
would.
on your sleeve. Rosie,
What?
we should go do it. Because Cracker will just make a mess of it, to be honest.
Ugh, fine. But only if Tris comes, because if she's not going, I'm not going.
Well, I don't think we can make her go, but well, you know how she is.
Okay, well, that's my stipulation. She not go, I not go.
Right. Okay.
I spin back to Demetrius, butter knife in the air. It is done then. Your chosen heroes shall rise once more as the shield that protects.
All right,
Mr.
all
Rome
right.
for the
We
resistance.
understand. My word. You are a bit overblown, aren't you?
I like. Yes. Well, as long as we're all in agreement, I disappear under a table.
Very well. Thank you for the volunteers. Those of you that wish to go, it will be of great help to the resistance. Thank you. With that, everyone please continue your feast. Thank you. Again.
Music starts back up.
I'm heading over to Vidania. Quietly, stealthily.
Give me a stealth check. As everyone's staring at you.
Okay, I went under a table.
Stealth
Lucky
plus
disadvantage isn't a thing.
a triple one.
Oh, yes,
Wow! Wow! 3 on a 3d6.
I just
Holy
openly walk
shit.
over along the tables to Vidania.
No, I think
Just waving.
here's what I think
banana.
happens. Here's what I think happens. You don't realize, but your foot, the claw, the talon from your foot gets stuck in the tablecloth, and you just drag the whole middle tablecloth off the table.
Oh shit!
Everything starts to spill all over the place. Trist immediately jumps up, gun in hand, pointing it at this sound that's occurred, and she says, "What's going on? Why is someone disrupting my sleep?"
Roll out. Oh, Trist, you've fucking
Crackuel-
dropped all the stuff off the table.
Crackuel has this some kind of platter or something on his head.
You idiot, Trist. Who did this? Throwing the stuff down.
I didn't do anything. I was simply trying to sleep under this fine table, and I see that you have been up to your usual antics, Crackuel.
I'll just fucking get some slop from out of my head. I don't have hair.
Stuck between your mask. It's just like,
I just eat it. I don't care anymore. I'm just sat in the filth eating some of it. The soft
So-
looking stuff.
has anyone negotiated a reward for us yet? No?
You should do that. Oh,
Yes.
I don't need a reward. I just want to be reimbursed.
Reimbursed for what?
The coin that we had to put up front to get the delivery.
I thought that they had already said that they were going to reimburse you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
They were
all I
going to
need.
reimburse all of us.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what your problem is.
I don't have a problem.
What's your problem, Goldrick?
Fine then. Triss starts to stand up,
Smack Galdrick.
crawls out from underneath the table, looks kind of confused at Crackuel. She says, "You have a tablecloth stuck to your talon."
Yes. Yes, I do.
Let me help you with that.
Thank you.
I double it up, so if like it's on a spike, I take another portion and I put that over the spike as well.
Triss stands up. She says, "Ah, food. Convenient." And she starts to walk over to one of the tables that still has food left on it. Everyone looks horrified by the way that Cracule has done this. This food, like, so much food's been wasted. There's people that are trying to salvage whatever they can that's been spilled
I'm
onto
eating
the
it
floor.
off the ground.
Yeah. I think a few other people probably are too. They don't care.
As long as it's soft, I'm not eating anything like I'm eating like the potato salad or whatever, you know.
Yeah, they have mayo. I'm sure they have
Yeah.
mayo.
Whatever looks like slop. I can't eat things that are whole. I haven't got any proper teeth anymore. I've got a few sharp ones in the front. Nothing. You can't eat a fucking thing with just incisors, okay? Little ones.
So,
Like puppy teeth.
yeah, Triss starts eating something off the table, and she says, "It's very convenient that all this food was placed here."
It's a party thrown in my honor.
Oh, what did you do?
Why I saved us all.
When did you do that?
Well, if I hadn't defeated the snake bear, then we would never have got the message back about the food and the trade, and now we have food and everybody won't starve to death and die in Oscudo.
Roll a bluffing check, please.
She wasn't there.
I know.
You weren't there, man.
Bluffing check. An 11 on your 3d6. And let's see, from Trist, she gets to roll her intuition.
I'm saying it very casually as I kind of like roll around in the muck,
She says,
trying to get the thing off my foot.
"Ah, yes. Well, you must have done quite the work then. Congratulations on the feast."
Yes, well, help yourself. And I'm trying to get this fucking thing off my leg now.
Trist rolled an 8, by the way.
I'm a fucking loser.
Okay, triple one.
Brad's had a
Ultimately
triple
fucking
one
hates me,
and a
dude.
quadruple one.
Yep.
Brad's the one king.
You should have seen me in the
Identity
the
crisis.
fucking identity
Pumpkinberry
crisis
beat
that
you,
I
man.
guest starred.
Pumpkinberry beat you.
We'll
She
see
re-
about that this coming Friday when I guest again. That's right. They just couldn't get enough of me. I want to try and get this thing off my leg and go and see Vidania.
Okay. Yeah, so you head on over to Vidania. So Rosalina, what's everybody doing while Cracule's making this spectacle of himself?
I think that Rosalina would like side up with Glinda and just be like, you know, face palming and try not to.
See, this is why we need to keep an eye on him, Rosie.
I get it. Oh, I see that cute boy over there. He's lingering.
Rosie, I'm not interested.
Why are you not interested?
I'm just not interested in that kind of thing.
What kind of thing? What do you mean?
So I'm blushing quite profusely.
You know, just
Oh, you have crush on him.
no, I
Hey!
don't. That's the point. I don't, and I don't. I
Baldric,
don't
come here.
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want
What's,
to.
guys,
I don't have. I'm not interested in that kind of thing at all. I just.
what aren't you interested in?
She is
In-
interested in that
in-
little boy. That
No,
I'm
that's
not
what I'm saying is I'm not
Oh,
interested
we-
in.
small folk.
I mean,
Oh, why are
I
you blushing?
because she's trying to. I don't feel comfortable talking about this kind of stuff. That's all.
What's wrong with the boy? Is he wrong?
He's nice.
He's got both his arms.
How young is is he very young?
I think he's probably about your age.
Hey,
Hmm.
hey.
No, I'm sure he's lovely, but I'm just not. I just
Listen,
don't. That's not something
Yeah.
that I do.
You know
Wait, what do you mean there's
Tommy?
no something that you... Oh my... Have you never been with... Have you never been with a man before?
My blushing like super intensifies. Like put my hands.
I don't want to talk about this. Why are you making me talk about this? What's she doing?
She's trying to
No,
hook up with someone like that. She's never done it.
don't.
It's
Logic.
I am just trying
I
to
just-
get her to talk to him.
What?
I'm
I
on
don't
your
want
side,
to talk-
Bob.
No.
That's special, all right? Mom's. I put my arm around you. I kind of like hug you, and she's saving herself. All right, leave us alone. Right? She's very religious.
So
Yes, well, I am a cleric after all.
Yes,
I mean, you
it's all
can
wrong.
still be, you can still get to know someone in biblical sense, if you know what I mean.
I don't want to do that.
That means hand stuff, Mom.
I don't know what. Oh, Goldrick, you're disgusting.
Won't.
But can we change the subject, please? Did you try the mushrooms? They're lovely.
Yes, they're very good. So should I go introduce you to the lady?
No, I don't. I ran away from him already, Goldrick. I can't go
Oh
back.
my God! You should never run away from love.
I'm not in love with him, Goldrick.
Excuse me.
Oh no.
Glenda.
Hello?
Glenda, I have your garlic water.
Thank you very much.
You're
I kind of
welcome.
like grab Mom's arm off of her face and I extend it so she can grab the mic.
Yeah, I grab it. Thank you. Have you met my friend Rosie here?
Yeah, she
She's lovely, isn't she?
I like reach over and I grab like the front of your shirt and I just pull it a little bit like down the way.
She's lovely, isn't she?
here's your water.
Thank you. Well, why don't you tell Rosie all about the work you do?
I don't want to hear
she
about
looks-
it.
She doesn't like to talk, actually. Maybe you should just go off somewhere and you can show her what you'd like to do or something.
Let's cut.
Grid. Just
Me and Goldrick are about to go talk to one another, and I'm going to once again leave you two together now. And then she readjusts her like thing. Do I have to roll again to hypnotize them? Because it's going to be
Oh
a
yeah. Hypnotize plus your charisma.
Sweet. All right, hold on. Let me hypnotize.
An 11 on a 46. He kind of like, wow.
All right, little man person. You are going to attend to my friend for her every want and need. You are not to lose sight of her. You are to follow her like little puppy. Do you understand?
What's a puppy?
oh, that's just sad.
That is said. Follow
is
her
very
like
sad.
little.
Maybe
Go.
you shouldn't do this to him. He doesn't even know what a
Holding
puppy
trash.
is.
I'm gonna lean down to Mom and just be like, all right, Mom, listen, there's nothing wrong with just having a little bit of social time, all right? No one's expecting you to do the dirty, all right? Just have some fun, blow off some steam, talk to somebody,
I
make
was
new
perfectly happy talking to you and Rosalina. Why'd I have to talk to...
I didn't do it, but
Rosalind is backing up, but she
caused me
keeps her
with
chest full in view, like so he can still see it, but she's not standing. And she grabs Galdrick, so they slowly back up. Like,
No, don't, please, don't.
Don't do anything I wouldn't
come
do.
on, let's go.
So he kind of like starts to look towards Glinda. How can I help you?
Can you clap your hands?
Yes?
Okay, you can stop. Right, do you want to take a seat here?
Okay.
Okay.
Sits down next to you on the stoop.
I think they're falling in love.
You might be right.
Tell me, Hilly, do you know about Vitalis?
No.
Well, let me tell you.
And I start telling him about the teachings of Vitalis.
Wow. Worst date ever. Okay.
I figured I can do something. It looks like I'm talking, but I'm also doing something. I'm doing my work.
All right. So, Cracula, you make your way over to Vidania, and she's with Barbena, kind of off to the side.
I walk past and say, "The silver crow flies at dawn." In that voice again.
She says, Barbena, I believe that our resident imp here would like to speak with me.
I say, "You can also refer to me as the Mage of Darkness."
Are you sure you want me to leave you alone with this one? He seems like a bit of an idiot.
A dangerous beast.
It'll be fine. I spoke with him earlier. We have a few things to attend to. Do you mind?
No, it's fine. I don't really want to listen to him anyway.
She kind of walks off. That was an interesting display that you put on.
Well, I had to make sure that my group would follow me. And the
And
only
that
way
was the way that you decided would be wise.
there was a very large chance that they wouldn't agree to do this again. It wasn't exactly as we spoke of before, tales of heroism and skill. We sort of barely made it there and back, especially as a group.
Right. Well,
I figured that public pressure might sway them all back together.
I suppose you know them best.
Well, it worked.
Good. Now, Demetrius will probably ask you to speak with him later in regards to the other mission that we spoke of. It is imperative that you convince your friends to attend this. This is very important.
What about Trist? I was really rather hoping she wouldn't join us.
Well, that's up to her. But if she goes with you, you might have a larger success rate.
I'm not too sure about that. She really was quite useless before.
That's not what I heard the others say in regards to her performance in Thurgan.
Yes, well, I was keeping the records for her, you understand. If not for me, she wouldn't have had any stats to draw from. Really, truly, I was the puppet master of that great plan, and she fled from all of the creatures every single combat that we entered.
Roll a bluffing check, please. Bluffing plus
She
your
did
charisma.
Flee from one combat.
One of them, yeah.
Alright, come on, no ones. No ones this time.
All ones incoming. A 9 on a 3d6.
No
She-
ones, though.
She looks at you a bit skeptically and says, "Well, Crackuel, you'll have to forgive me if I don't believe you outright. It seems that you seem to be a bit of a bit melodramatic."
I take the thing off my neck and I'm like, darn thing isn't working. I was just testing it, of course.
If you don't use your compel magic, it won't function.
Wait, so I
And
don't
I
look like
wouldn't-
a great muscular person to you right now?
No.
Oh, I really do seem to have misunderstood quite what this can do. I put it back on. How about now?
No.
All right. Good to know. So when I was on the table and flying through the air,
You look
Just
like
an
an
imp.
idiot.
interesting. Yes. I'll harness its powers soon enough.
Very well. Suffice it to say, my family's artifact won't function on me, in case you had any notions.
No, of course not.
Of course not. She kind of looks at you a bit with narrowed eyes, and she says, "I can count on you for this, can't I, Crackuel?"
I do have flourished. My allegiance is to the resistance and to you, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, why don't you have a bit of a fun time with what little time you have left at this feast, and Demetrius will bring things to your attention later.
Fine. I'll leave things to you here. You can keep an eye on the people while we are gone again.
Very well.
Crack you all away.
She inclines her head.
I run off. And
Such-
yeah, I guess I'll go and fuck with Goldrick a bit.
Okay.
She did order me to have fun.
All right. So, Glenda, please roll me a charisma plus your. If If you have carousing, you can add that.
Ooh, carousing.
I don't have carousing. I have
Flirtation.
my charisma stuff, bluffing, diplomacy, maybe religion.
You can add religion to your charisma check.
Okay.
How charismatic is your religion?
It's this much charismatic. A 12. Man,
12
we are
on a
not rolling
5d6.
good today.
No, there's been a lot of ones. There's been a lot of ones. There's a lot of red on the screen right now.
We're getting them out early. That's what's
Sure,
happening.
sure. Okay, so 12 on a 5d6. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of hypnotized right now. So,
Yeah.
I think as you're sort of prattling on about religion, he's just, he's kind of going along with everything that you say. And he says, "Is there anything else you need?"
Oh, no. You can go back to whatever you were doing before, if you like.
Okay. Stands up, starts to walk away.
Yeah. I was, like, to be honest, I was mostly just talking the religious stuff for myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I had
so,
something to do.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Hildy walks away.
Yeah, I finish up what I'm eating. I'll grab a few more bites and then I'll wander off for a little bit, see if I can see Rosie or Goldrick or Crackle. If I don't, I'll probably head home.
Okay. Yeah, so the feast kind of finishes up. As you're about to leave, Glinda, or if anyone in the group here sort of starts to head off, Demetrius himself will actually approach you. And he says,
Excuse me, Glenda.
Yes. What is it?
Yes. If you have a moment, before you return to your abode for the evening, I wanted to have a bit of a chat with you and your friends.
Of course. Of course. I'll go fetch them. I'll fetch them for
Thank you.
Where would you like us to meet you? Just back here, or?
If we could meet in the Enclave, that would be best.
Of course, no problem. I'll gather them up and... Well, if I can find Trist, I will, but she's hard to find. But all right.
she's just been wandering around eating stuff. I think she's got no interest in any conversation at all.
I'll go over to the stone stool that Rosie made, and I'll stand on it, and I'll just look around for Rosie. She's the easiest to spot.
Oh, yeah.
On the top. Well, Trist is pretty easy to spot.
Rosalina, give me a charisma check. If you have carousing, you can add that.
No carousing.
Okay. Charisma, 3d6 gives you a 9. Okay. Yeah, nothing else that can help you. Okay. Yeah, I think some word has spread about your, I guess, after effects. There's definitely some guys that are kind of hovering about you. Probably the guys that are willing to forego any real. They don't care, I guess. They're just. You're extremely attractive, and they kind of just don't really care. But you do have like a little. You're surrounded by like three or four guys from the resistance here. You see Rosalina sort of surrounded by these guys. She's kind of chit-chatting, maybe laughing a bit.
Oh, she's eating it up. She is like in her like happy space, like oh.
Yeah.
You're gross.
I come in like a wrecking ball, to shatter your dreams.
Ah, Rosie, I've been looking for you.
Oh, hello everyone, meet my friend Linda.
Hello. We have an urgent meeting we have to attend.
Alright, boys, I will be back in a few moments. Alright, please.
Do you think maybe I could come by tonight and hey man, I was gonna come by tonight.
Alright, how about this? you brawl for my affection. So I'll come back and see who won.
Bro, what?
You boys figure it out. Come on, Rosie. Have you seen Goldrick?
No.
No, she'll be with you. You and
Oh,
I
I
walked together with unless we
Okay.
He's probably standing behind you awkwardly, like,
It's like
Oh, there you are, Goldrick. You as well. Let's go.
Come on, let's go.
rock, baby.
What about Krakior? Or Trist?
I'm standing behind Gold.
Goldrick.
Oh, there you are.
Wonderful.
Yes.
How long have you
What?
been there?
I'm waiting for these two men to fight. I want to see if one of them kills the other.
I do too.
Wait, this might work. Trist!
She turns and she says, "Yes, that's my
Oh,
name."
there you are. Yes, we have a meeting to go to.
We do.
Yes, with Demetrius.
I don't remember scheduling any meeting.
Just shut up and come on.
Oh no, it's an urgent one. Spur of the moment meeting. No scheduling. One of those ones.
Very well. She kind of walks over to you brusquely.
Okay. Well, off to the Enclave then. Let's go.
I lead the way up to the Enclave.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys head in. Demetrius is there, just kind of walking around. You could see he may be straightening up some things. And he says,
Ah, there you are. Yes, it's good to see all of you. I guess stepping forth and having more interest in helping.
"I don't
That's
understand
why
what
we're
you're
here.
talking about." Glenda said that there was something urgent that you needed to speak of.
I'm sorry, Glenda.
Sorry, it's just it's the easiest way to round them up. Demetrius wanted to speak to us. We're here, Demetrius. And of course we're all happy to help. That's why we joined the resistance.
Happy to help with what? I don't understand.
We're about to find out. Just
Give him a chance to speak, Trista.
Yes. So, as we mentioned before, the roost, the place where we receive our messages, we haven't gotten any updates for some time, and it is of paramount importance. But we have a more pressing matter. One of our spy teams from Denarath returned recently to let us know that one of the garrison commanders there, they have some interest, a possible interest, in defecting to the resistance.
That's well,
skeptical.
yes, it's good, but it could also be very bad if they're lying.
Very much so. We need someone to investigate them and find out if they are telling the truth. Our spy team was compromised in Denarath. We need someone else to go. And with your experience in Thurgan, your ability to fit in, Vidania suggested you. We don't want to mention this to anyone else. Vidania and myself believe that this is of paramount importance. Unfortunately, Barbena did not agree. Normally, it is a vote of 2-1 would be fine. But Barbena was so vehemently opposed to this idea that if we did this openly, we believe that she would leave the Enclave. I think that this is more important than any of us know. With a garrison commander from Denarath, we could acquire very valuable information. Caravan routes, defenses. We can learn very much from this person. If we are able to sway her and return her to the Resistance, there is no end to the information that she can supply. I think that this is the most important thing we have done in the Resistance to this day.
What you say is true, but it also works the opposite way. She's a spy, then that's one of the worst people to have come here.
That is why it is important that she is,
And he looks towards Cracule.
investigated.
Oh yes, well. Of
You hear
course
that? You can only be useful.
Yeah, but the problem is, of course, is that my investigation techniques often make as many enemies as we try to avoid. So I'm not sure if truly I mean, well, I suppose it shouldn't be too much of a problem for me, but you understand. I finish awkwardly.
I understand your reluctance to do this, but if we don't make some kind of move soon, we'll run into similar problems again with food supplies. We need to make positive gains in our efforts here in the Resistance. Supplies, resources, and, to be honest, skilled people. Well, that is possibly the most important resource for us. You've seen our guards. If we came under attack, any sort of serious attack, we would be defeated quickly. Right now, our anonymity is of dire importance. But if we are to obtain someone with skills, such as a garrison commander from Denarath, not only would we be able to increase our defenses, but we would also acquire valuable information. Perhaps she knows others that would be willing to defect. She's a key resource, and we don't run into these kinds of situations very often.
But if I cut out her eyes or her tongue or
Why would you
toes,
cut out her eyes or tongue?
well, to find out whether she's telling the truth, of course.
Surely
Don't you
there
know-
are other means to do this.
Well,
Can't you just like look inside her mind? I thought that's what you did.
well, no, not really. I can't quite look inside her mind. I can determine using some techniques whether she's telling the truth, but for the most part, I find pulling toenails off and then the
Stop
soft
it.
flesh
Stop.
underneath. and
Stop. We won't let him
coax
touch it. We won't let him
into it.
touch the commander. Stop.
It almost always
Don't-
guarantees a
You
result.
don't need to stop.
Truth.
If you aren't able to sway her towards the Resistance, killing her is an option. She is, if she does not defect to the Resistance, a garrison commander. She is, in essence, our enemy. Worst case scenario, if she does not appear to be willing to defect, it would strike at least a minimal blow to Denarath if she were to be killed.
Well, then I could pop out an eye and get some information out of her.
You might be able to find at least valuable information from her. But the highest priority is vetting her and making sure that she is on the up and up. And if she is, bringing her back to the Resistance.
I can see why Barbena had some worries about this. This is a garrison commander in the seat of the demons, practically.
Denarath is a dangerous place, but there are certain advantages to being as large as it is. It has so many people. It will be much easier for you to make your way inside than it was in Thurgan. Many Tolls and many Croat live there, as well as demons. I have been there before myself, long ago, and it is a sight. But there is a very large population there. They often have problems trying to maintain order. That being said, if you decide to go, there are elevated to watch out for.
Oh. Do we have a meeting set up or anything like that? Do we have a place to find them? Do you know where they live, or?
There is one contact left in Denarath. Someone that has been speaking to this person.
I, for some reason, did not make note of her. Maybe I put it in my NPCs. What was the garrison commander's name? I guess I...
Lady Marshwood is what I
Yeah,
wrote
Lady
down.
Marshwood. Okay. Yeah.
Lady Marshwood is the garrison commander. Our contact there, the only one that was not discovered from the spies that were there, a man by the name of Hirsch. He would recognize you from the resistance if you give him the usual code words.
A human man, I presume.
Yes. It's the easiest way to blend into the Croat that are there.
Right, and... Okay. And are we going there as Croat, or is that our plan? We'll just blend in with the masses?
I think that is your best bet, as opposed to having a toll to guide you. There is a bit of a, something Vidania recommended. How many of you have slave brands?
I lift up my fringe.
I lift up my little mask.
Yes. Well, we suggest that you employ the use of a slave brand. The symbol of Denarath. There are many Croat that are employed there that take care of various city needs, maintenance and such. There's a group that works on the aqueducts and the canals. They move throughout the city rather freely. We can give you some tools to appear as if you work on the aqueducts. It would be a good way to move throughout the city.
Good idea.
And what about a reward? We didn't get a reward from last time. I'm still not happy about that.
We don't need a reward.
Well, in regards to the reward, we've been able to... Well, we can scrap something together for you.
How about free rent for a month?
Rent?
Yes, for your home where you live, and here.
I don't have a home.
Well, you're here in Osgodal, so you're renting whatever patch of dirt you sleep on. Or are you not paying for it?
I sleep in whatever cavern I see fit.
Well, we can clear your debt, I'm sure. That's a good reward. How about that?
I don't have any debt. What kind of reward are you willing to offer?
Well, we have some. We don't have much, but now that our food supplies have been secure, we believe we can barter with our trader for some, well, for some higher quality weapons and armor.
Ah, perhaps you can find me a proper pistol then. This one has served me well, but, well, it is a bit of a hand-me-down.
I'll see what we can do. I can't make any promises on what our trader will have, but suffice it to say, something that you will be able to get is at least some better weapons and armor.
Can I have that one when you're done with it, Trist?
I don't think so.
I'll buy it off of you.
She's just kind of staring at you. I'm afraid that you'd shoot me in the leg. No.
That's fair.
It's actually very fair.
I wouldn't do it on purpose. And then I look at Goldrick.
You don't do many things on purpose.
Well, that's a misunderstanding. I'm a very intelligent, calculated creature.
So, when do we leave?
Well, I suppose the sooner the better. Perhaps tomorrow, if that works for you.
You do want us to check the roost as well.
Yes, that is something that is still needed. We were trying to use that as a pretext for your mission, so that Barbena did not seem suspicious. It's still something that needs to be done.
Is there going to be any sort of conflict? Because I have a feeling going to the roost and going to Denarath will be a time discrepancy.
Well,
Right.
you can say that you ran into some trouble. I don't know. I think most of you are fairly smart individuals.
For the most part, I'd say.
It's not true. Really,
I'm
the
very
only
smart.
one with brains.
Right, well, do you want
Right.
us to
So for
check
better armor and better weapons then. Good. Is that all you needed to speak to us about?
Yes. That is all. I'm sorry, what did you say, Glinda?
would you like us to check the roost straight away, or should we do it on the way back, or is it up to us?
Well, I think if you'd like to take the safest path, traveling around the mountains in the area of the roost is probably the best way.
Okay.
I think you might possibly run into some... Well, you might run into some of the very own trade goods that you've just negotiated if you head through the pillars and whatnot.
Oh, that's a good point.
Plus, traveling through the mountains is never really recommended.
Right,
I think
very well.
anybody that's got the local knowledge skill can go ahead and roll me local knowledge plus logic. Okay. So yeah, I think 14 and a 15 from Rosalina and Cracule, respectively. I think both of you have heard rumors of like some really nasty shit living in the mountains. Winged creatures. Some that breathe fire and do horrible things.
I'm fully expecting that anyway, so it doesn't come as a surprise to me. I don't care, because it's just up to them to get me from A to B safe. So this is just their domain. I can't fight. Contrary to popular belief.
Yeah, so The mountains are never the optimal path. Traveling around the mountains may take longer, possibly, but only a bit.
Could you put together some supplies for us? Just some.
We've already arranged it.
Thank you, Demetrius.
Yes, you're quite welcome. Thank you again for all you've done.
Very well. Triss turns and just walks out.
Hey, Trist, you just come to mine in the morning.
I'm sorry, what?
Just come to my home in the morning,
For what?
so we can get ourselves together and leave.
Oh, very well. She walks
Okay.
off.
Okay, Demetrius. We'll do our best.
Right. Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay.
I head out as well.
You guys walk out.
Yeah.
All right. And it's probably a good place for us to take our break. Why don't we go ahead and take a break here? If you guys haven't done so, follow all these wonderful people. Follows are free. They deserve them. They're wonderful people. And
Technically, following is wear and tear on your mouse, so it's not really.
Okay.
Don't follow Veneless then.
don't follow Veneless.
Save your mouse the damage.
If you have a
Levels
Twitch
of
Prime
damage.
sub, use it on anybody except Veneless. Yeah, if you guys want to help support Tablestory in any way, one of the best ways you can do that is via the Patreon. We've got some wonderful rewards up there that we've put together. Brad has slaved over a Dustvale cannibalized campaign set of information, and he's forced several of the Dustvale people to put together their character sheets. Thank you, Kujio. Sorry, I misspelled that. Yeah, we've got some wonderful rewards. Check them out. That's the best way to help support Tablestory. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. Hang tight, guys. More Nameless ones coming your way in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. To
Welcome
Table
back,
Story, the
everybody.
Nameless Ones.
Table Story, Nameless Ones, man. Got him.
Muted. All right. Welcome back to Table Stories, the Nameless Ones, everybody. Get wrecked, Brad. Welcome back.
An
everybody.
underused function by GMs, in my opinion, when you're doing it on Zoom.
Welcome back. Okay. So you guys head out from the Enclave. Is everybody just going back home? What's going on?
Well, we've already eaten, we've already partied. I'd assume I would just go back to my shack. Just, I'm fucking tired. I'm just gonna eat this egg so we get an early rise at the moment.
Right, well, if you want, you can come round to mine for breakfast.
Oh, all right. Sounds lovely. I'll see you then.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to check and see who won the fight.
Right, well, you have a lovely night then.
Oh, I will have best night, and
I don't yet. It's okay. You go ahead.
Do you want me to find the
No.
little?
No, it's
or
fine.
you-
No,
No?
Rosie. No, if you want to find some extra food you can bring for breakfast, that'd be lovely though.
I'm going to pack bag for our trip as well. Make sure I have everything. So, yes.
All right. Well, sleep well, everyone. Make sure you get your rest.
Okay.
I'm following Mom.
Rosalina, you see your little enclave of guys. I guess there's only one left. Let's see, who was his name? Yeah, this is a probably like a human. Goes by the name of Fuller. And he says, you can see he's got like, you can see he's like holding his cheek a little bit. Sees you walking over and just kind of like, he's blinking his eye a bit. Hi there, Rosie.
Hello there. I guess you won the fight, eh?
Wasn't any trouble at all.
Of course not.
He like smiles a little bit. He's like missing a tooth.
Come with me. I'll make you feel all better. Which is not the truth, but okay.
Okay, you guys head off. He's he's still kind of smiling as he heads off. Cracule follow Glenda. What are you up to, Cracule?
Just quietly following her down the road, wherever she's going.
Yeah, I'm heading home, so.
Yeah, I'll just follow her to her house.
Okay.
Do you need something, Cracule?
What? Yes.
What do you need?
Water.
Don't you have water in your own home?
No. I want to make sure that I have a glass of water before I go to bed.
Is it the book, Cracule?
Hmm? Oh, well, if you want to read the book, we can sit up for a few hours and read the book if you'd like.
We have some time, right? We'd have time, a few hours to read.
All right, Cracule. We can read the book.
If you're insisting on it, my wings are going crazy.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. But you just tell me if anything too strange happens. Okay.
Well, yes, I'm sure I'll have it under control. Every time I've read it, I've had more control than the previous time I've read it.
Okay, Cracule. It's dangerous to overestimate your own abilities
Yes.
and to lie to yourself. So just...
Good advice.
Almost, I don't know if it was going to destroy your soul or what, but...
I'm sure there's not much of it left to destroy.
No, there's probably more than you think. Right, come on in, I'll get you some water.
Do you have a clove of garlic?
Well, yes, of course I do. I picked some up from the table.
Perhaps pop a clove of garlic in the water. Do you know how to heat water?
Well, yes, I can get a fire going.
Good idea, yes.
You want some
Perhaps-
garlic water?
Garlic water would be very nice, yes.
Right,
Helps me
okay.
concentrate.
Right, well, if you'll excuse me, I open the door. It's a bit of a mess in here. If you could just help me set the table and things.
I immediately do the like teenager thing of like, ugh, so tired after all that display of courage and strength.
Well, Crackle, if you can't set the table, then I don't think I can make you your tea. Your garlic tea.
Fine. What does set the table mean? You
It
show
means
me.
You just sit down. And I start fussing. I set the table and I go over and I get the fire going and I make him his garlic water. I set it down. I go over and get the book out of my bag and. Okay. Now remember, this thing is not your friend, Crackle. I am
Yes.
your friend. Yes.
Indeed.
Right, say it out loud.
I am your friend.
Right, and who's not your friend?
The book.
Okay, very good.
I give you your garlic tea,
There you go.
and I get the book
yeah.
out.
I like start spreading all my pages out, ink and pen, ready. Rightio. Let's see. How long have we got?
A few hours, maybe. Let's not go too late, because we have a lot of traveling to do. You need your rest.
Indeed. Rest.
Right, okay.
I'll get my protection from evil up, and all that jazz.
I will begin reading the book. It's just basically the decider of how much MP I spend here is how long I spend reading.
Well, you also have to cast your comprehend languages.
Yeah.
That was the only way that you're able to.
Comprehend languages costs me 1 MP, and then the amount of time. Let me just grab this. I fucking closed it.
Yeah, for 10 minutes it's 2 MP. For an hour it's 3. For 4 hours it's 4. And you can reduce the casting time if you spend longer casting it.
So I can spend 1 minute to begin casting it to reduce it by 2, and then bump it up for 4 hours maybe. Do 4 hours of reading.
Okay, we can read for 4 hours.
Yes, that would be optimum. So 4 hours costs 4 MP minus the 2 plus the 1. So 3 MP.
Yarp.
Knocks me down to 20 out of 24 because I spent 1 earlier on to get the bard to play me some cool music, which was worth it. Yeah, my eyes grow really fucking large again, like a cat. I just have giant cat's eyes because my head is quite bulbous and my eyes are really small normally, but they grow to like bigger than should be comfortable.
Like what's her name from Star Wars when she takes off her glasses?
Yeah, and then when she puts them on, then I look like that. Maz, that's her name, isn't it?
Yep.
Maz.
I look like her. Yeah, I just start reading then, and then every now and then I jot something down.
Okay. All right. So, Glenda, you did protection from evil.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can you spam that spell again for me?
Sure. It's a hedging spell.
Mm-hmm. I just want to read the details.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in this system, it's kind of how you interpret it, right? There's a lot of freedom in there, but yeah.
Don't tell him that.
I'm protecting him from evil, trying to stop evil from entering Crackule.
Subject
I
to a
can cast
magic-
this spell as well, by the way.
Okay.
I'm going to be keeping my sense virtues on, so I can sense the presence of evil around me. And
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
be paying close attention to that the whole time to
the
see
book
if
is like it's lighting up. Yeah, for sure.
I'm paying attention to make sure that it doesn't flare
Okay.
in any way. I'm keeping a close paying attention to that and keeping a close eye on Cracule.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
Cracule, you start to read the book.
Your dreams and desires are filled with glee.
And finally, you return to the place that you have longed for quite some time. Your anticipation grows as you open the pages. The ink starts to spread out into familiar patterns that make sense with your eyes, which you know your comprehend language's spell to sort of handle for you. You can see, I guess maybe like the text sort of reorganizes itself into familiar shapes that you can actually read. And you start to skim through. I guess maybe trying to reach the spot where you were before. Are you continuing from there? Or are you just picking
if
a random
it's possible
spot?
to even do that. Yeah,
Okay.
the way this book works, I assume I would attempt to do something like that. Yeah, but just draw as much information as I can out of it, however the book
Okay.
works.
So this part of the book that you attend to now, this part of the book is a description of a specific scene, an encounter that Dalibor had with I guess a fellow knowledgeable individual, somebody that was in the know in regards to magic. This is an accounting from Dalibor, in which he describes the individual as being extremely jealous, and he says that Michaelis was always jealous of me and my gifts. I never understood his need to prove that what I was doing was wrong. I never understood his moral compass. My desires are for the good of everyone, and everyone needs to understand this. I can save everyone. I can help everyone. This is the answer to all of our problems, and no one believes me. Michaelis is just the latest fool. He wants me to show him this ritual. He wants me to give up information that I worked so hard to understand. Well, I'm going to show Michaelis. I'll show him. I'll teach him what it means to be a true mage, a true summoner. And it just kind of cuts off there. The next bit you get is something completely different. And it's a bit infuriating, right? Because you're kind of like, you're trying to stay on topic. You're trying to focus on this specific scene. And it's like a jolt to your brain, right? Like, what do you mean? No, I wanted to find out what happened here. And it's this book. It's the way that it's written. You're constantly skimming around trying to find coherent thoughts, and it's such a jumble that it's very annoying and very difficult to read. So this is taking you some time just to piece together this information. The next bit of information that you get describes a different bit of information. This is specific information in regards to a spell. This is an actual spell that you found in this book that you think. And it's sort of like a recipe, like ingredients, materials, reagents, whatever you call it. It's a list of things that you need for this spell. Give me a magic check. Plus, magic plus your summoning.
Boom.
Glenda.
17.
17 from Cracule. Glenda, give me a perception check.
I will add a couple luck die. Because my perception's hot garbage normally. Oh, just as well added
Oh
luck
my
die.
god!
2
Um,
Double 2. A double 1,
All
rather.
the ones.
Okay, this is where both my luck die explode 100 times. Oh my
An additional
goodness.
4.
A
Wow.
1 and a 1, and then a 2 and a 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 on a 4d6. Wow. Okay. Cracule has been reading for a long time. Maybe your attention just kind of starts to wander.
Hmm.
Cracule, you start reading this spell, and you can recognize this as a very powerful summoning spell. The spell doesn't detail what it summons, but it does detail ingredients, strange things, maybe a few things that you've never heard of before. I'll send you a list of this, by the way. And I'm assuming you're sort of jotting this down on your...
Yeah, I'm literally
sheet.
doing it in real life as well on the notes.
Yeah. But
I'm doing
yeah,
exactly what he's doing, just this, but I'm also doing it as you're like I'm typing it in.
yeah.
okay.
You're writing this stuff down, and you sort of put together these ingredients, some of which you recognize as relatively simple kind of herbs and such. Some things you've never heard of before. But you write them all down. And it takes you a little while to make the translation make sense again through the book. But you sort of finish that thought. And again, the spell is kind of randomly placed in this book, bits and pieces here and there. Putting it together is difficult work. The next piece of information that you get from this book is a personal accounting, again, from Dalibor, where it seems a bit like the writing is hurried. It's a much more angled text. It's obviously written quickly. And he's rambling, essentially, here. He's saying, they don't understand me. They don't understand me. I am the one that's going to save everyone. I am the one that will be hailed as the savior of all of us. I am the one that will stop it from happening. Nobody understands what I'm doing here. Nobody takes me seriously. I'm laughed at. I go to the market and everyone laughs at me. No one understands me. I am the only one that knows what's coming. I'm the only one that can stop it. I am the most important person in the world. It's me. It's me. And everything that I have learned must be saved. That is why I write this book. I write this book because in case anything happens to me, people need to know. People need to know. I've tried to tell them. I've tried many times. But no one will believe me. Michaelis was the first. There'll be others. I know there will. There'll be others. I'll have to do it. But I don't want to. I need more time. I just need more time. And then it kind of trails off again. And I think the 4 hours have elapsed at that point.
Yeah. I just reach over and boop, shut the book. That's 4 hours, Cracker.
Yes, yes. Needs more time. Yes, well, I feel I can draw some very distinct similarities. I say, blinking my... Do you have any eye drops? Some water I can splash into my eyes?
Yeah, I got some water here. I go over and grab my bucket, put it on the table for you.
I open them and just open my eyes and dip them in.
Well,
bit,
there we go.
shake
I'll need to get a new bucket in the morning.
There we go. I can see. Interesting. Right.
Right, what did it say?
Well, I don't know really. Not sure. Not much. Nothing of real use.
Cracker, don't give me that again.
I've written loads of shit down.
Yeah, there's just like a pile of pages that he's got in front of him.
I can't remember what
Yeah.
language
There's
I
ink
said I
all
was
over his
in.
fingers.
There's no way, Cracker, that all that is nothing of interest. Do you realize sometimes you giggle when you're writing things down?
No.
Like gleefully. Well, you do.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
a little unsettling.
Yes, well, of course, I assume. Somebody once told me I bark like a fox in my sleep, so
Well, I'll keep an ear out for that.
yes.
So what does it say?
Well, honestly, I don't think it would interest you very much.
Well, I'm interested.
Well, have I told you of Dalibor?
No, you haven't. Who's that?
I have to go all the way back to the beginning.
Well,
I
give
have
me
to
the
I have to collate all of these notes again. I'm like picking up.
give
all
me the
pages.
synopsis.
Synopsis is not a book that you can synopsize. Look at it. It's just taken me 4 hours to read 3 paragraphs.
Well,
Well, it seems to be an account of a gentleman known as Dalibor, who is some sort of cleric, one of your folk, I believe. Not small folk, possibly, maybe, not sure. He's some sort of magical type, able to cast spells and the like. Has some skill with summoning, or at least stumbles upon it. It's a very strange way of writing, and he's written various accounts. And the way that this book is written, it sort of jumps about, scattered and wild. It's very difficult to put it into any sort of logical order, but I do believe that it is an account of some sort of dreadful summoning. I have my own hypothesis, but I won't muddy the waters with it. Dalibor has figured out something that will save us all, he believes. And he truly believes that he's the only one that can stop it from happening, he says. I'm not sure whether what he's stopping from happening and what he causes are the same thing, but again, a hypothesis. Not sure exactly. Well, Dalibor talks of all sorts of terrible things. Creatures and bridges with blood and hordes of demons. I do have a terrible feeling that either Dalibor predicted and was unable to stop this terrible existence that we have. Presumably there was a time before when it wasn't just wretched demons in control, and perhaps there were wide open fields where unicorns pranced along, and people sang and danced and didn't starve to death in the wretched streets. Either, again, a hypothesis, Dalibor knew of its coming and attempted to stop it and failed, or knew of something else coming, attempted to stop that and created this. Or perhaps none of the above, and I'm just interpreting something completely irrelevant. Perhaps he's just a madman. there's always that option.
So you're saying this book could be a manual on either how to stop the demons, or how
A bit
to,
late for that, isn't it?
or how to bring them here? But that's incredible.
It may not be. Again, this is why I haven't really spoken of it too much, because I don't want to take what I interpret or what you interpret and mix it with fact.
Yeah, from what you've said, it seems like it makes sense. If he saw demons and a bridge and he was doing summonings, and it all kind of adds up, doesn't it?
Yes. I have learned a few tricks. Powerful summoning spells.
Oh, please don't even think about casting them.
Oh, well, if you don't want to see it. But I have learned a new spell today. A powerful summoning spell, and it requires a lot of different ingredients. So we'll need to collect them on our journey.
What are the ingredients?
I'll just point to the list because we don't have it. I'll just point at some of the things. Just say,
Does it
"Oh, look."
have things on it like human body parts and souls and shit?
Nope.
Or is it like grass and tree bark and gold?
There's some weird shit on there. You can give me. Do you have what stuff might you have that could help you with this role?
A cracule.
For the ingredients wise, recognizing ingredients, I have medicine. I've got religion, and I've got my magics, but that's only healing and endurance, not summoning.
I would say you. What's your magic dice pool?
3d6.
It's not going to help you.
Okay.
Cracule, what's your magic dice pool?
3d6 as well.
Yeah. You don't even know all of these ingredients. You never heard of some of this shit before.
I'll just point at them and say, well, maybe we can ask around. We are going to Denareth. There's probably
I've
going
never
to be-
heard of most of these, Cracule.
Well,
I mean, if this was before the demons, this book's over 1,000 years old.
well, it might not be. Again, to assume makes an arse out of both of us.
Right. But what I'm saying is some of these ingredients might not even exist anymore. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of...
Well, I'm not saying
Animals
I'm
and-
going to use this strange mystery summoning spell. I'm just saying that perhaps if we find some of the ingredients, they might shed some light on precisely what the spell does.
Right. Well,
For all I know, we could summon an army of angels.
we definitely should keep reading this, but... We'll try and do some, maybe, as we're traveling, but...
Yes. Again, I'm not too sure. The book is certainly evil, and it definitely speaks of summoning and conversations with demons and terrible bridges that run over blood-red rivers,
Right.
horrific creatures and demons. That doesn't
Right.
necessarily mean that Dalibor was the one which summoned forth this hellscape that we live in, though truthfully it is my number one hypothesis at this precise moment.
Right. That's something to think about then. Good night, Cracule. I might head over to the door and open it for you.
I pick up the book casually and attempt to walk out with the book.
I close the door in front of you.
What?
Book stays here, Cracule.
Just testing you. Had to make sure the book hasn't controlled your mind.
Right, so you put it back there on the table and then I'll open the door again.
There's a hilarious time for the ambient noise to have that in the background.
Because truthfully, he would want to keep the book. So I head out. I glance back and say, don't sleep with the book under your head. If there's one thing I've learned, don't do that.
Right, I'll keep that in mind.
It doesn't do anything particularly terrible, it just whispers to you. I
Okay,
think.
well, you're invited to breakfast, so I'll see you then.
Right. What is it?
I'll see what I can throw together with what I got from the feast.
All right, well, make sure you invite me over before Goldrick.
Well, everyone's invited, so...
Yes, but invite me first so that he thinks that I'm
better.
Well, you have to wake up first and get here before him.
Well, I'll just sit here then. I sit down in front of the door.
No, go to your bed. You need to sleep.
Well,
We're
I'm first
traveling
now.
tomorrow. Crackle, don't be silly.
Well, I just want to
Godric
make
sleeps like the dead anyway.
I stand up.
Naked as
The
well.
chances of him waking up before you are. I think it's more likely this book will take control of me. Let's put it that way.
All right.
Wait, hold on. I need to change the music.
Good night.
I waddle off.
Close my door.
Ah, yes. It is time.
At last of the darkness. Now the book is mine.
I will summon more armies.
Final boss.
Glenda, all along.
Glenda Prime.
Okay, so I take it everyone heads to bed. Rosalina probably has a better time than anybody else. Yeah, the next morning rolls around. Everybody can go ahead and roll me an endurance check. Endurance check.
The fuck is this for? 11.
Okay, Zagoticus, please.
11. Sorry, I was actually just away in another world of my own there.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, that's why I was trying to wake you up. Okay, so Galdrick, you're the first one to wake up.
Of course I am. I want to head right to Mom's.
Okay. Yeah. And
You're awake before Mom.
He's awake before because he was promised breakfast. He was promised breakfast.
The only thing that can wake him up. Food. The promise of food.
Yeah. You just Galdrick pounding away at the So
Who is it?
It's food time.
Oh,
did Galdrick
Is
even
it-
put clothes on?
Let's say yes. Let's
Okay.
say I'm trying to get on Mom's good side, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
say yes.
right. Okay, just give me a moment. I get out of bed and I slip some more appropriate clothing for company on and like empty out the bucket because I remember Crackle just dipped his face in it. And I open the door. Here you go, Galdrick, and I hand you the bucket. Could you get me some water?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm gonna go over to the well that's down the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to the well and
Fill it
get
up.
some water. Did a pump, good old fashioned like.
Oh no, it's probably just a well. Like you probably just have like
Oh,
a
it's good
crank.
old-fashioned?
Yeah, like
Okay.
a crank.
Oh yeah, I'll get that. I'll get it, and I'll make my way
They've
back.
they've definitely. I mean, since it's caverns, I mean, water collects in like various places around the cavern for sure.
Good.
Runoff.
Yep, definitely. I'll get it, and I'll return back. Mom, I got the water. Where's food?
Right, well, it's just getting started. I've got like the fire going and stuff. Thank you. Take a seat.
Go with your boy last night.
No, nothing happened. We read a book.
Oh, I didn't expect nothing to happen. So you read a book. That's nice.
Yes,
You know.
Crackle and I did. Well, Crackle read it and I watched him. The
Oh,
book.
the book thingy you gave.
Yes, has he told you about it at all?
God, last time he told me anything about it, he was telling me all about like how if you're reading from it, it made like these sparks kind of like appear on his chest, and they look infested in it. And so something about like the more he reads it, the worse it gets.
What?
I'm just kidding with you, Mom.
Oh, don't joke about it, Galdrick.
He
They're
hasn't said
books.
anything to me about the damn book.
All right. But it's interesting.
What's it about? You've been reading it.
No, I know it. I don't know how to read it, but he told me, and I don't think he was lying to me. He said it's about a man who was either maybe trying to stop the demons coming, or maybe he made the demons come. He's not quite sure. Like these
I'm so-
demons. The,
I'm
the,
sorry. Wait,
the
wait,
thousand years
I'm
ago.
I'm sorry. Did you say he either was trying to prevent the demons or he's the one that caused this whole thing to happen?
Yes, Cracula said that he either tried and failed to stop them, or he tried to do something and brought the demons. He's not sure. He hasn't read the whole thing, but
Interesting. Okay, well, hold on a second. Just using my head. Yeah, I'm just a stupid little dwarf. But if let's say he's the reason that they're here, they came from somewhere, right?
right.
That's interesting, actually. Mom, what if this book is like the key to everything?
That's what I was thinking. It could be the key
What if-
to everything.
What if we could put the demons like back?
Right. Or maybe some way to. I don't know. Maybe we could find somewhere we could go. You know, like.
Oh, what if we made a bigger demon army come in and kill the demon army, and then but the new demons are nice.
Generally, demons aren't nice.
You're right. It's a stupid idea.
I don't know.
Well, let's
Maybe
go
we
back
could.
and put them back.
Right. Well. Okay. Breakfast.
Maybe we could be the demons that go into a new land and conquer everything.
Or we could go somewhere and be really nice to everyone and help everyone prosper and be happy and.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Like you eat this
Of
bread
course.
and enjoy it. Yeah, but the bread will be delicious. What's breakfast?
Just a few things from the feast left over. I've just, added my own little touch to them. That's all.
Oh, lovely. You got any rates?
I picked one up just for you, Godric.
Yes. Oh, gimme.
Wait for everyone. It's rude. Do you want to go get them? In fact, still got
Sure.
some cooking to do.
Sure. Who's coming?
But everyone's invited. Good luck finding Trist.
Yeah, sure. I'll get them. The faster they get here, the better, right?
So, Cracule, you probably wake up by this time.
I'll skip along down the street and up to Mum's.
Okay. You trip over Trist on the way. She's literally just in the street, out
Yeah.
front of Rosalina's house.
Disgusting. I kick her again. Trist, are you
Yeah.
alive?
Gets up, points the gun at you.
Good. Yeah,
Why
no,
did you
just
wake
checking.
me up?
I thought you were dead. Just checking
I'm
on you.
obviously not dead. You probably
now
saw
you're
me
not.
breathing.
I didn't see you breathing. That's why I checked whether you were dead. I'm not a doctor.
Why did you kick me?
To check if you were dead.
Why didn't you try with your hands?
Have you seen my hands? They're like scorpion's tails.
Fair enough. What time is it?
I don't know, but I think Mum's making breakfast.
Excellent. She kind of dusts herself off.
Do you just sleep there every day?
I sleep wherever I need to.
Why don't you just get a hovel like me?
I don't understand. Why would I
Well,
need that?
Sometimes water drips into my face when I sleep outside. Don't like
Don't you get thirsty?
No.
Very well. She starts to walk away, heading towards Glenda's.
I would waddle after her, eyeing up the gun. One day you will be mine. It will be mine. What does he say?
You will be mine. Oh,
You will be
yes.
mine. Oh,
You
yes.
will be mine.
Yeah, I'll waddle after her.
I don't want to like pop my head out the window or the door. She has
You
any sort of.
bastard! I say as soon as I see a single hair on his face.
What? What?
How did you get there so fast?
Woke up and.
Mum
walked.
says you sleep like a dead pig.
Mom, did you say that?
No, I said you sleep like the dead.
I look back, crack. Did you add the pig part again?
No?
Well, now you're not allowed inside.
Oh, Mom!
And I'm like, I'm holding the door like a child, not wanting the dad to come inside.
I'm patting Trist.
I
Trist,
was-
shoot through the door.
I
Shoot
was-
through the key.
No, no shooting.
I was told that there would be breakfast.
There is. Can someone get Rosie?
Crackuel?
Trist. Good morning.
Yes.
Can someone get Rosie?
Go get
Crackuel?
Rosie!
What?
I believe they're talking to you.
No, they're talking to you. Look at my legs. Be half a day before I get there and back.
Godric, can you be the grown-up and get Rosie, please? I'll save your rat for you.
All right, I'm gonna open. I'll open the door and be like, all right, fine, we'll be back. And I'm gonna like lean down, and like grab Crackuel's ankle, and just start walking away and dragging.
Yeah, Trist just walks in.
Good morning, Trist.
Morning, Trist.
Good morning.
Breakfast will just be a moment.
That'll be fine. Thank you.
Someone with manners. It's so nice.
She's just kind of like staring at the wall. I don't know, like she's just a bit off, as always in any of these conversations. She says, I don't think I've ever seen this place this messy.
Oh, sorry, I had, I'll
Worse
clean
than
it up.
calling her a bitch.
Yes,
Worst
I made a bit
insult.
of a mess when I was moving things around. I thought I would try something different, but then I changed my mind, and then I have yet to put it back. Sorry.
Ah, yes. That's why I don't have a place to live myself.
All right. So then, however you feel, that's where you can go.
Exactly.
Makes a lot of sense, actually.
She kind of nods her head. So, what's for breakfast?
Well, I got some things from the feast, and I had, well, didn't have much left here, but I've done what I can with them. So
I see. Well, she's just kind of staring at the wall, not really doing anything. Like,
it'll just be a moment. Just did you want some water? Godric got some.
that'll be fine. Yes.
Yeah. I'll get like a little cup, put it on the table for her. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're so polite. It's nice. The others could learn that from you, to be honest.
She starts sipping the water, not really doing anything else.
Right.
Yeah, I get back to just finishing up breakfast.
Okay. Crackuel, you and Galdric head over to Rosalina's. I should say Crackuel is hauled to Rosalina's. Rosalina, you've got like a leg that's like across your face.
Yes, can I help you?
In the voice of the city guard, I just shout, because I'm probably on the ground. I just shout, "Open up! It's the Sea Watch!
Mother," and she shoves the
You're
leg.
busted!
Immediately,
It's over!"
immediately, what did we get? What was his name? Fuller. Fuller like springs up like,
Oh no, it's the captain.
and
Whoever's in there is dead! Dead, I tell ya!
he stands up. He's completely naked, and
I'm like patting Goldrick, like, bash the door very hard.
Not that I mean, because she has her secret that makes like her sick,
yeah.
and she transfers everything over.
So he
like,
stands up, and he's just like, "Oh, it's the captain! It's the captain!"
please, if you're
It's over for you. You're done. You're finished.
would Rosalina know that it's Crackuel doing Crackuel shit?
Give me a bluffing check, please, Crackuel, plus your
I
charisma.
have voice mimicry.
I know.
Just to kind of help out, like after he's done it a few times, I get excited and I join in, but I don't have voice mimicry. Yay! Open up! You busted in there!
Hey, you fucking brilliant.
Well,
Yeah, Crackuel, give me an extra. We'll say a 2d6 for your voice mimicry. So far, Crackuel's got a 6 on a 3d6. So many ones today. And an additional
sixes.
2 gives him a 6. Okay, so that's a 12 there for Crackuel on a 5d6. Galdrick, why don't you give me your acting plus your charisma? A 4. Look at the
Ones today are all over us, man.
stupid amount of 1s. Okay. Why don't we, Rosalina, why don't you give me an intuition check? If you have any insight or anything that might help you here, you can add that. But
I mean, with perception,
nah, I don't think so. It's straight up. Well, yeah, give me a perception check because that might work for Galdrick. Crackuel does have voice mimicry. A 16 on a 46. Get wrecked, boys. Rosalina immediately suspects the fact that this is some kind of stupid Crackuel prank.
however, she's not gonna say anything to Fuller. Like
Fuller-
I feel like they've done this.
Fuller
before.
is getting he's getting really wobbly. He's naked, and he's just kind of stumbling around.
Rosalina looks fabulous, and she just gets up and
He just kind of Ralphs all over your floor.
Do we hear this at all? Like,
You can
I
give me a
assume it's not
perception.
very thick door. You know what I mean?
You can give me a perception check.
I think we said she doesn't have really a door. She doesn't have.
She's got like
It's
a
just
tarp.
flap.
Yeah, it's just a flap.
Crackuel hears it.
16.
Yep. Yeah, Crackuel
Does it
hears it.
sound? Does it sound like
Galdrick's
her?
got
Or does
an
it
8.
sound like someone else?
It sounds like somebody else puking. I mean,
Galdrick doesn't hear anything.
Galdrick, you might hear some rustling, but you don't hear the puking.
I tap him, and I suddenly, with a serious face, say, "She's dying, Galdrick. Quickly, let go of me. We have to save her." It sounds like she's puking up her guts.
Oh, didn't hear nothing.
What's wrong with your ears?
I don't know. I was probably yelling. I was too excited. And also, I pay her to be banging on a top. So
Let me go. We have to save her quickly. She's been sick. Can't you smell it?
you'll run. Go! And I throw him through the tarp.
Right.
Ew, what if you?
I fly in like a bat then. And it's a giant bat.
It's kind of flopping around, and you just collide with a wall as soon as you flap in there. Yeah, Crackuel just slams into a wall.
What's going on here?
A man stumbles out completely naked, half covered in sick.
Captain, Captain, I'm sorry I didn't go to my post this morning.
Captain.
Oh.
Your captain was outside just a second ago.
Oh, my stomach.
He said that you're dead, and if you've got a family, you should leave. You're done. He said you're done, you're finished or something. You've missed one too many shifts.
I walk in. Stop fucking with the lad.
Oh, come on, it would be funny if he'd literally left with his family over this.
That would be horrible. Go on, go to your I kind of like grab kind of like shoving him out. Like, oh, like,
He's still
out.
naked. You're just like shoving him outside naked.
I shove him outside. Where's his pants? I touched his bum.
Rosalina
Not
throws it through the fucking drape from her room, throws his pants out there, like, and yeah. When she's prestidigitationed herself up to be Rosalina for the day.
Okay.
And cleaned up the puke or whatever. So she walks out like a fucking $1 million. Feels great because she gave her nastiness for the day to somebody else, or for a couple hours at least.
I'll help you clean the room if you'd like, Rosalina. It smells very, very terrible in here.
Well, do your thing. I don't care.
Poof, garlic. Garlic smell.
I don't think you can
Well,
do
she can't
that.
I
Yeah.
can't?
Yeah. Let me see.
Am I
Well,
confusing-
prestidigitation is light
Yeah, you just-
chores and stuff like
Yeah, you're
that.
supposed to
Oh,
be
it's
able to
not
clean.
smells?
You can't. Yeah.
Doesn't it do smells? What does smells in D&D?
Thaumaturgy? Is that what you're thinking?
Thaumaturgy. I've combined them.
Well, she can't
one
smell
spell.
anyways. She has no sense of smell. That was one of her secrets, so it
Yep.
doesn't matter to her.
I'm just staring at her with my weird
we've,
eyes.
come on, mom's waiting for us. She's got breakfast on the table.
Oh,
Yes. Trist is going
breakfast.
to eat it all if we don't hurry up.
Yes, let's hurry. By the way, terrible bringing Aldrich along. He ruined your whole captain voice.
Well, I was upside down. He had me by the legs. I couldn't really. It wasn't a master
He
plan.
didn't
It
even
was just
tell me he was going to do that. He just
It
started.
was a very last second plan.
Why
It
do
wasn't
we-
exactly a Rosalina Crackule prank. It was a Crackule improvised at the last second with a blundering idiot next to him prank.
Yes. I don't understand why you do it. It is funny every time, though. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't understand why I do it either.
All right.
All right,
Guys-
just feel boldly. Let's go.
You guys head back to Glenda's for breakfast, and you can smell the wonderful smells of sizzling rat meat, and say probably some leftover stew, maybe like a vegetable stew,
Yeah.
kind of.
A couple of mushrooms and stuff.
Yeah,
How do you get to rub it in? I can't smell.
rub it in. Put the rat meat inside there. Yeah, mix it all up. Hearty.
Right, everyone. Here's your meals. I set them down for everyone. I make sure Godric gets his rat.
Oh boy, let's start nomming away.
Thank
Thank you. Thank
There you
you.
go.
Thank
You're welcome.
you. Thank you.
Right, well, after we eat, we'll be traveling for a while. We can pick up our supplies. I think Demetrius has organized it.
All right. Yeah, you
Then
said
we'll be-
whatever.
yeah, We'll be gone for a while again. And it's a dangerous trip, so...
Well, do we need anything that we can obtain here before we go?
Yes.
Like rations?
Yeah, Demetrius will have that sorted for us, he said so.
Well, we're going to have to go and get something built. It might take a few days.
Right, but we have to leave today, Cracker.
What are you
Oh.
talking about? What do you need built?
I need a sort of framework armor built for Goldrick that I can sit in, protected and shielded from enemies, and also perhaps with adjustable holders for crossbows to sit in on his.
Where exactly are you
pauldrons.
going to get that done?
I don't
Yes,
know.
it's
I
not
haven't-
really...
That's
that's
why
not
I'm saying I
really
need time to go and investigate and then work over the blueprints and plans with the master armor smith.
There's not really
What
the
armor
resources
smith?
or
There's
the
no armor smith in
facilities.
town.
Not one,
Exactly.
not
No,
a metal worker
no,
at all.
There's no. We
No.
might be able to have it in Generate.
What? No one.
No.
Not one.
We already went over these.
Well then,
Yeah.
when we go to get this guard woman,
No,
Yes.
we're
We
not
should-
going... We're spending
Well-
as little time as possible in Dinnerat.
yeah, we're going to kidnap this woman, aren't we?
We might not need to kidnap her. She might be honestly wanting to...
He said we should kidnap and kill her if we need to. So we should kidnap an armor smith as well.
And aren't
No.
we supposed to look like we're just slaves? We're not supposed
Yes.
to help
Well,
out.
we already look like slaves.
We're trying to keep a low profile.
Yes, well, we can low profile. I used to kidnap people on the street with all the other youths. Yes,
No.
there were
Yeah,
hundreds of us. Hundreds
Yeah.
of us. We used to flood the streets and kidnap who we needed. You put a sack over someone's head and then, as a group, bundle them, drag them into an alleyway, and you're done.
So
Kidnap over.
Crackule-
Very, very simple.
Yeah, Crackule, you've run into proctors before.
Oh.
Yeah, proctors.
Oh wait, I used to work for a proctor.
Yeah.
Right.
mhm.
Yeah, you've encountered proctors before. They're kind of like the not so secret police of the Nameless ones. They are
The only thing I officially know how to do is kidnap and torture.
yeah
Like,
they're
that's it.
they're inquisitors, interrogators, trackers, and yeah they're scary dudes. They're not nearly as feared as the Infernus, which are like the boogeymen basically.
We should just kidnap a armor smith
No,
and this woman.
Cracker,
It's not a bad idea, actually.
We should just
you know.
bring one
it is
back.
a terrible idea.
Well, we
not-
would have armor if we get.
You
her.
don't think an armor smith in Dinnerat will go unnoticed if he goes missing?
Doesn't matter. They can't find us.
It's right.
Don't you remember that odd feeling we had on our way here?
No,
Yeah,
you can't
that was
work out with it, huh?
probably the
It's not going to be someone from the Dinerath Guard, is it?
We're not.
About
But don't-
running into
Our mission is dangerous enough already.
Oh,
We're not.
I'm talking about doing
No, we're
Yeah,
not
we're,
changing our mission.
All right.
It's already dangerous enough.
I'm just saying it would
We were
not
just
be a
saying
bad
it wouldn't have been the
idea
worst idea.
to bolster the ranks with skilled.
Taking someone against their will.
No.
Who could betray us at any moment?
Mom, can I finish? Go! I'm saying if we find someone that wants to defect, we should be open-minded, not kidnapped.
Right, but we're not going to go around asking people if they're up for defecting, are we?
We need to find a way to ask that question.
Yes.
Well,
I know of a few ways you can ask that question.
Would you like a cup of tea?
I would like to defect.
See? That's the question.
And the answer.
What does tea have to do with defecting?
I forgot
It's
you
a
were even here,
code.
Trist.
It's a code.
It's
How
a
do you
very
know-
stupid code. It doesn't seem to
Yeah.
make any sense.
You couldn't figure it out?
You didn't know what it meant, did you?
Neither
you're
will the
with
people that
voices.
are trying to defect.
You're trying to pretend that you understand what we're talking about, but it's far beyond your comprehension. Listen, your job is
I think I can
go
understand
in
your idiocy quite well.
When we, if we need you, we send in the Trist. Okay, you're the backup.
You can't even decipher code.
Yeah, you can't go in on the interrogation, the code breaking. You're a cavalier type. You run in last.
Kill things, and well, I might
Yeah,
add. Very
kill
well.
things very well.
I don't think that I've ever run in last in any of our encounters.
You normally run away before you get the chance. That's why, Craven.
Excuse me, but I believe that it was a situation where we all ran away.
All
I
but
ran
one.
back in, technically.
Yeah, I was on its back.
And you ran after the fact, from what you told me.
I was dragged away by Goldrick just before I dealt the finishing blow.
Running is the smart plan in a situation where you will die. And all of you seem to realize this a bit later than I did.
Mom, I see your mouth moving, but no words are coming out.
Stop bickering.
All right. Listen, if we need to kidnap this woman, it was part of the mission, and I need to know that you're not going to betray us, Mum, at the last minute.
No, if we have to.
Plan B
Then
is
we-
kidnap, torture, and kill this woman. You don't have to be in the room when I slit her throat. How
Yeah,
about
now
that?
that's actually something that, Mom, you and I should, well, not you and I, but everybody should be on the same page with. If we do discover that this person is in fact lying and there's a spy for, the demons and so, we will have to kill this person.
Yeah, Rosalina slit her throat to try and save us.
No,
I'll slit her throat
I'll-
if you need me to. I don't mind slitting a throat. It's quite easy. You just got to get in quite deep. I don't quite have the upper body strength. Give me a
Right, I
few
don't
minutes.
need.
I can
Okay,
chop
let's.
through.
Fingernails, one at a time.
I don't.
Yeah.
We should avoid, at all costs, killing. But
If she discovers us, she's going to know that her beliefs are true, that we're here, and she's going to send in whatever she
we'll
can.
deal
to kill
with
us.
any issues as we come to them. Let's not plan to kill anyone.
Well, we have to plan. That's part of the mission. It's Plan B.
Well, you can plan. I'm certainly not.
Yes. Well, you don't. Again, you don't have to be in the room. You can go and get yourself a nice donut, a cup of fresh Denerath tea, and we'll kill the traitor.
Right. Have you all finished your breakfast?
Yes, I'm done.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Who's cleaning up?
Rosie.
Goldrick.
Whoa!
I thought that
What?
I thought that both Crackuel and Rosalina were able to do that by snapping their fingers.
Never at all. Absolutely difficult. It's unbelievably difficult to summon up the arcane
Thank
strength.
you, Rosie.
And quickly, she just, does a little, as he's mumbling about how hard it is, she's already getting it done.
Yeah, I gathered up the stuff and put it to the side.
All right, get your things together. Okay. Or did you bring it with you?
I have a bag with me. She shuffles it around a little bit.
Right. Well, let's go to the Enclave and meet with Demetrius and get our supplies and our tools to help with our disguise. And Then we'll head off, shall we?
Yes, very well.
All right.
Triss gets up, starts
Okay.
to just walk out the door.
I'll follow Trist.
I follow the group. Went away to Demetrius, right? The Enclave?
Yep.
I stay behind a quick second and say a quick prayer to Vitalis. And I head out and close my door behind me.
Okay. All right, you guys head to the Enclave. Yeah. So I don't know, like what time it is. I mean, you guys got up in the morning essentially for this.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd say maybe it's probably like 8 o'clock in the morning, something like that.
Bright and early.
Yep. And well, it's not early for a lot of people, but for streamers, that's ultra early.
I don't get up till 2 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys head to the Enclave. Demetrius is about, and I think that Demetrius is probably about. And I think that's it. It's probably just Demetrius. He's outside. I think he's just getting in to the Enclave.
Good morning, Demetrius.
Ah, good morning. Hello.
We thought we'd get an early start.
Yes, Canaire is coming by with some of the tools that I spoke to you about yesterday. Come inside, please.
Thank you.
So, I trust everyone slept well.
Quite well. The street was very comfortable.
Well enough.
You slept in the street. Why?
Because that's where I slept.
Gets thirsty, you must understand.
All right. Well, yes. Canaire's coming by with the tools and things. I've got some things for you here. Some leftovers from the feast that you can have for your trip. And I also have these here. And he hands you each a pouch. It's about the size of a fanny pack kind of pouch. Something about that. Leather. Beaten up. Looks like it's worn, for many, many hand-me-downs. He says, yes, inside there we have you have something that I think everyone will consider quite useful. On occasion we can gather some useful resources. Vidania has some skill with alchemy. She's put together, she's got a potion for each of you.
That's very kind of her.
Yes. It's a potion that will help you if you're in dire straits.
What do you mean? What will it do?
It will bolster your strength.
Well, thank you. It's appreciated.
You're welcome.
Shortly after, Canaire comes in. He's got a bundle of supplies, and he says,
All right, here we are. Oh, look, it's, you fellers.
Hello, Canaire.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Right, so is there anything else you need, Demetrius?
No, that'll be it, Kinnair. Thank you. You could leave us be. I have some things to speak of with our friends here. All right. Good day.
He walks off.
Right. So, these are some of the tools that we have. Well, frankly, they're some of the only tools that we have in terms of what you might need for aqueduct work in Denarath. If you can bring them back, that would be wonderful. They are difficult to obtain for us at this point, and we use them in the caverns whenever we have to dig a new well.
We'll do our best to bring them back, of course.
So inside this group of supplies, there's stuff like probably like some mason's tools, you know, like stonemason tools, like special kinds of hammers and chisels, that kind of thing. There's like a pickaxe. There's a probably some kind of like I'd say like a spyglass. There's like a spyglass there. There's a I'd say probably there's like 3 pickaxes. There's probably like, we'll say 3 of the like sets of mason's tools, something along those lines, and like 1 of these spyglasses to work with. And you know, in the mason's tools, there's like a few sets of like a set of hammers and different kinds of chisels.
It says, right. And as far as disguises go, your brands.
And Demetrius takes out this sort of bulbous-looking flask with this like really weird-looking kind of viscous liquid in it, and he says,
"This will allow you to disguise your slave brands. It's a sort of paste that you can apply to your foreheads. If you place it on your foreheads, you can cover up your current slave brands for a time, a few hours. And if you apply this paste,"
and he holds up another one,
he says, you can you can showcase a new one. Remember, if you're working as part of the aqueduct crew in Denarath, you definitely want to have that slave brand on your head. Does anyone know what it looks like?
Would we?
So, you can give me local knowledge plus logic, if you've got local knowledge. Otherwise, it'd be a regular logic check. So an 11 from Rosalina, 15 from Cracule, and 8 from Glenda. Let's see what Trist gets. Okay, a 3 from Trist. You're not going to try to roll, Goldrick?
No, I don't have local knowledge.
You can roll just a regular logic check.
Sure.
So an 8 from Glenda, a 3 from Trist, and a 16 from Goldrick on logic. On a 3d6.
6 and a 4.
Very small.
Christ. So Goldrick knows, and Cracule knows.
Of course I know how to draw the slave brand of Denarath.
Yeah, we were just there. We just saw them all over the
Saw
place.
them on everyone.
Yes, and you not recognize it.
You can't remember that?
I've never seen one before.
It looked
Yeah.
like a man's buttocks for some reason.
Yes, it's a set of buttocks.
What?
Well, it wasn't
Yes.
buttocks, but it had and then like a D, and then had like 2 Ds in the way. Never
Too
mind.
little.
I'll write it
yeah.
down for you.
Thank you. It
Thank
works.
Yeah, so the symbol for Dinarath
Looks nothing.
it has nothing to do with the buttocks now. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I never realized
So
those were different. I swear.
yeah, each one of them is different. So Demetrius says,
And as I mentioned before, Bob Hanna does not know about this, so the roost is important. Don't forget about retrieving the messages.
Right.
Are you leaving during the day or the night?
We'll probably leave. Well, right now. Unless you think we should leave in the evening.
If you leave now, that's fine, but be careful. Try to stay low to the ground if you're moving grasslands, and, well, be careful.
We will.
right. And this roost, where is it?
As I mentioned to Krakio before, the roost is south of the mountain range, around the area where the lake starts to feed into various tributaries and such.
Okay. Right, we'll get there, but I think it's maybe best if we leave any messages we find there until we're on our way back. We don't want to be caught with messages from the resistance and
It's a very small, yeah.
Very well.
but we'll check in on it on the way, just
We can
Just in
check
case
it on the way
something's
there
happened.
and on the way back,
exactly.
since it's on the route anyway.
They do have some supplies if you find yourself in need.
Okay. Well, we'll be off then. Wish us luck.
Safe travels.
And I pick up a few of the supplies and stuff. And head on out.
I'll pick up any supplies if there's needs more to be picked up.
I just walk out.
Okay. Yeah, Triss just walks out. Okay. And you guys head out of the city. And I think that's just a good place for us to end it today. I think that's kind of a good ending spot. Hopefully we'll have Distracted Elf join us as you head out from the city.
The city.
The city to the Big Apple itself.
To the apple.
Yes, Dinarath.
True city.
Good job, everybody. Okay, as terms of XP, everybody gets 5 XP for today. 5 XP.
Woo!
5 XP. I get to level up again. Just kidding.
5 XP. Did Glenda, did you level up yet?
I have enough to level up. I'll do it
Oh,
before
okay.
next session.
Excellent. Excellent. So
So how do you have enough to level up again?
No, I didn't.
She
level up
hasn't
the first
leveled
time.
up yet.
Oh.
She was greedy and bought
I
lots of
bought
stuff.
things so I could move faster and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Got a few ideas of things that I'm going to do. We'll see.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
did everybody level up but me then?
No, the OG original level up that we did before.
You should have a total
Grade
of
5 to 6.
You should have a total of 81.
That's what
XP
she's
average.
talking about. Yeah, she was the last one. She spent 15 XP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to-
You should have
to
enough
get
to
s-
do a proper
yeah.
level up.
Yep, you should have enough.
Oh, I see.
Or do I want to buy an exploit?
Now leveling up's way better.
Way better.
Okay.
Way better.
So much better.
Yeah. So good job, everybody. And why don't we go ahead and do some shout outs to finish things off? Let's start off with Mr. Zagorkus.
Hello, everyone. I'm Zagoticus, and I played Glenda Broadleaf for you today. I hope you enjoyed the session. I know I certainly did. Glenda's my most serious character. If you want a slightly less serious character, come hang out here in Tablestory on Sundays, where I play Kelvin Ironbrew, a Mountain Dwarf Alchemist, with the hots for a fire elemental lady
and we went to a place, and it's all. I won't do spoilers in case people are catching up, but it's awesome. Check that out. And my least serious character is Lieutenant Junior Grade and Chief Engineer Jimmy Marinson, who is a chief engineer upon the Aspu Explorer, and he is almost always high, but he's really, really, really good at fixing starships and stuff. And that's on Saturdays here on Tablestory as well. So make sure you follow here. If you want to hang out with me, twitch.tv/Zgodicus, and I will say nice things to you and tell you how much I love you and all that stuff.
Thank you very much. Wish.
Hi, me Wish, and I am, doing things and stuff like roleplay and Sims 4, doing some weird challenge with that called Upgrowth. You can check me out at twitch.tv/Wish, not to be confused with anybody else. And yeah, I'm live almost every day except for Sundays and Mondays because I'm here with these dudes.
Thank you very much. Ven?
Hi, I'm Ven. I'm fat. I'm live 7 days a week. Follow my Twitter, Veneless21, or follow my Twitch at Veneless, or I just do a lot of variety. Right now I'm going to be mixing up a little bit of RP. Tonight I'm doing Arc RP, then I'm popping onto Star Citizen with a bunch of pals. Then tomorrow I believe we're going to continue our playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is my first playthrough, and it's a lot of fun.
Have they said how far Star Citizen is in its development? Like, is it done yet, or are they doing like a Subnautica thing?
It's far from done, but it's still a really good point where you can just have a blast with friends.
Wait,
Okay.
Subnautica was only 4 years. How many years is Star Citizen at now?
Listen, I just installed it for the first time like 2 weeks ago. All right, so for
Well,
me,
enjoy and let us know how it is. I've never even looked at it, to be honest.
it looks really it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I've had a lot of hilarious moments.
You just need yourself the most god tier PC that has ever existed.
I run about 45 frames on it. Like, it's not fantastic, but it's very playable.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, that's me.
Make sure you follow all these wonderful people if you haven't done so. Except for Brad Wodo.
Fuck that guy.
The real segue was, and talking of Star Citizens, Brad Woto, the best citizen ever. Yeah? You want to try it again?
No.
Just
All right. Hello, everyone. It's me, Brad Woto. Don't worry about my main channel. It's a write-off now. We've given up on it entirely. We're just going to leave it over in the dark part of Twitch to fester and rot and die like it needs to. On Tablestory, though, now that I can officially DM on this channel, I'm going to be running a show in 1 month in August with an all-new cast. By all new, half new. There's 2 people I've never DM'd for before, and 2 people who I have DM'd for before. Technically, there is no secrets. Everyone has been announced. Everything about it has been announced. But since I have a month, that's like 4 episodes of Nameless ones, I'll incrementally, week by week, just tell you more information about it. I'm going
Just
to be running
re-leak it
Tablestory
again.
Yeah, just keep re-leaking.
Brad leaks it everywhere all the
You're
time.
so
Constantly,
bad at
yeah,
leaking.
leaking all over the place. The
Brad
show
leaks more than his plumbing.
the show will be called Tablestory Darkfire, and it will be on Tuesdays, starting next month. So begin now to prepare to take Tuesdays off from whatever you do, so you can show up and watch that. And really, honestly, nothing exciting happening. So I'll just see you guys next week, the Nameless ones. I'm just going to let Whack do all the Tablestory stuff.
Thank you,
Good
Bradley.
luck. Oh, you're just better at it. That's why. As soon as we hit Tablestory, I
Right.
just fucking move.
Brad does the
everything over
Calvin
to
and
you.
Hobbes thing where like his dad asks him to shovel the walk, and and Hobbes is like, Calvin, why are you digging all those random potholes into the driveway? He says, oh, well, I've discovered that if I just work really badly at something, then I'll never get asked to do it again. That's what
Yeah.
Brad does. Welcome
the
to
best.
Brad's secret. That's That's his
It
secret.
works really well, by
Yeah.
the way, everybody.
Yeah.
If you have zero integrity
Yeah.
as a human being and no moral compass.
It's easy. It's easy. I'm Wax Steven. I'm the DM of Doom. I've dragged these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today. And Glenda almost, yeah, Glenda,
Fucking
almost.
Brenda.
She almost got some action. Almost.
Yeah.
If
Well, everyone
Rosalina
discovered
had her
that
way,
Everybody's
she'd let
discovered that she's
Glenda
a
have
virgin
her
now,
way.
so that's out there. I was wondering when that was going to come up. Didn't take long. Well, with a sex demon around, I guess it wouldn't take long.
Exactly.
I asked you in a very polite way, though. You know, I wasn't like, oh, I was just like,
yeah, so thanks everybody for watching. As always, chat, we appreciate you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Ven. Thank you, Wish. Thank you, Zagonicus, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. If you guys haven't done so, follow all these wonderful people. They're fantastic. Throw around some Twitch primes if you got them. And if you want to help support Tablestory, the best way you can do that is by heading on over to the Patreon and giving a pledge out there. We have tons of rewards for you, one of which, the Super Deluxe Ultra God Tier reward of us doing a custom special offline D&D one-shot with Patreon is going to happen this week off camera. They get all of the attention, focused like a fine laser beam onto them. So big thanks to Soul Redeemers for being our top patron, and Zagonicus is going to be playing in the offline game. You too could play with awesome people like Zagonicus, and we could possibly harass Brad into playing at some point as well. But
I'll
fuck
do
Jay.
it, but Soul Redeemers personally requested me not be in it.
Yeah.
And annoying him. So
if you do the Patreon thing and you want to play with me, just ask, and I will 100% say yes. Of course I will.
Yes. So thank you everybody for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. We'll see ya. Peace out. Next time we'll see us for Identity Crisis, I think on Friday, because Dustveil is finito. So.
starring Poloculus.
Poloculus
right?
returns this
I am
Friday.
in it, right? Okay, yeah, I'm in it. I'm in it.
Poloculus.
Later.
Later, dudes.